Greetings, one and all, to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet. A YouTube channel content creator, actively alienating everyone, in both the analog and digital world. Well, welcome and good evening, wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8. Like double check OBS Chan like 30 times. Well, Cece, what are you doing? I took a shower. My clothes are out here. I just woke up. I haven't had time to Wait, are you getting worked up from seeing me in a towel? No, that is to say, OMG, your face is priceless right now. If you want, I can give you a closer look. I'll pass, thanks. Where is Rhea? Downstairs? I'll go check on her. Lunar, wait. Holding it in isn't good for you, you know? Just get dressed already. Hello? There she is. Hi. Good morning, Rhea. It is morning, right? The clock says 6:35, but is it AM or PM? Oh, Lunar. Sorry, I was lost in thought. You're correct. It's been about 8 hours since you went to sleep. Are you feeling better now? Did you guys sleep at all? Because I feel pretty bad if I slept and you guys didn't get sleep. Also, if you guys fall asleep now from lack of sleep, then I don't know who I'm going to talk to. Also, I noticed more of the doors are having I don't know, Full Metal Alchemist stuff going on. Think so, my head isn't aching anymore. Good, we won't have the luxury of sleeping another night, so you'll have to make today count. If we don't find a way out in the next few hours, it'll be the end for all of us. Well, sad face. It still says 20 hours, subtracting the couple hours spent explaining things to Rhea, then the 8 hours of sleep. Yeah, it's possible time limit is before the next time the clock chimes. After all, it's 20 hours, but starting from when? When this message appeared, or when the first of us woke up? We really need more information. You keep staring at that door over there. Did you notice something? Wait, did you find the key for it? No, but a thought came to my mind when I remembered how we met Shaggy. How does he move around the house while the doors are closed? I never thought about that. Considering the pet bowl in the kitchen, we can assume that Shaggy used to live here with the family. So following that train of thought, right here, take a look. At the bottom of this door, there's a secret little flap. A pet door, yes. I think out of the three of us, only Cecilia could fit through a passageway this small. Makes sense now that we can finally check out what's behind this door. Celia said she was going to take a shower, and the only working one in the master bedroom's bathroom. Was she still in the shower and you left your bedroom? No, she had already come out. Then why didn't she come down with you? She still needs to get dressed. Wait, so she'd come out, but she still hasn't gotten dressed. Doesn't that mean she was, Rhea? Tisk. Lunar, tell me you scolded her for acting so shamelessly. That was an option? Lunar, Rhea. Sorry to keep you waiting. Ack! Oi, what are you knocking at me for, huh? You know what you did. Don't you have any shame? Rhea, we really don't have time for this. Yes, I suppose you're right. You're such a sore loser, Rhea. Oh yeah, there's something I forgot to mention to you both. You know that... Cecilia, do you see this little flap at the bottom of the door here? Well, she was about to say something. I feel like it might have been important. Do we know what? Also, I still have not actually seen inside the mystery bathroom you were talking about. I feel like there's probably something important in there. Oh, wow, look at that. Anyway, so you know that. Yeah, I feel like she's about to say something important. I want to know what she's going to say. Crawl through it. What? Okay, I know I'm not as curvy as you two, but even my assets would get stuck trying to. No, from what I saw earlier, I think your body will fit. Lunar, you realize you crushed my heart into a million tiny pieces, right? Look, set aside what little pride you have already. Objectively, you have the best shot at getting through. Hey, you were about to say flat, weren't you? There must have been a reason the culprit blocked this room for us. Our only shot at escaping this place alive could be in there. I feel like she was going to say something important, and she's going to stick her head through and die or something. You know, you're not getting out of this. Fine, I'll do it. But I will struggle, okay? This won't be an easy fit for me. No? Okay, I made it. She didn't even get remotely stuck. Looks like this little cabinet was blocking the door as it's hit at its hinges. At its hinges. There was never any lock? It does make sense. After all, why would a living room door need a lock? Okay, little cabinet. Let's pull you out of here, and... That hurts my ears. Okay, come on in, guys. Okay, cool. Okay. It's in a slight state of disrepair. Looks like you were right, Rhea. It's a living room, or maybe more like a lounge. There's a lot of damage around here. I wonder what could have happened. There doesn't seem to be any place the culprit could be hiding. I wonder why this room was blocked off from us then. We better take a good look around. Hey, can I get a thank you for crawling through that little flap? My hair is all dirty again. Screenshot noise. Right, thanks, Cece. Your tiny frame really came in handy. You could have stopped at thanks, Cece. Anyway, can you two finally listen to what I have to say now? Were you trying to say something? You jerks keep cutting me off! Okay, what did you want to say? You remember that key you said Rhea would always find in the master bedroom? Yeah, the one that doesn't open any new doors for us. Oh, that's where you're wrong, my dear sweet Lunar. You see, just a couple hours ago I was watching you sleep for a while when something interesting caught my eye. On the frame of the bed, next to the wardrobe, was the tiniest little keyhole. So I figured that since Rhea said she found the key inside the wardrobe, I gave it a shot, and presto, inside the bed frame was a secret compartment. Neat, right? Did you just say you were watching me sleep? It was a pretty large compartment. but all that was in there was some trinkets and a long pole. She ignored me. The pole had a hook on it, so I thought, I wonder what this could be used for. A long pole hook? A fishing rod? Wait, was it for... I expected nothing less from Maria. Yep, you guessed it. It's a fishing pole? I carried the pole to the dead end of the second floor's hallway and took a look up at the ceiling. Oh, an attic! Did not notice that. If that was visible in the shot earlier, I did not see it. My bad. It's a little hard to see in the dark, but there's a tiny hoop stuck up there. You can guess the rest. I raised the pole and put the hook into the hoop, and with just a yank... Neat. We still haven't looked at that other bathroom that I haven't... Neat. An attic? Precisely, my precious little Lunar. That's not even the best part. It was full of 7-Up and snacks. When I reached the top of the ladder, I poked my head into the hatch. And what did my eyes bear to witness in the attic? Okay, only a plethora of occult materials. Occult. There's that word again. Well, what do you think? Suspicious, right? Intriguing, right? Oh, ow. Maybe for you, but investigating this lounge should be our #1 priority right now. True, I agree. Investigating this lounge should be the... You also said there were some trinkets inside that compartment. Could I see those trinkets? What? What? You guys don't want to check it out, Lunar? I mean, I do want to check it out, but I want to check out this room first. But the attic does sound interesting. I don't know how important a bunch of occult stuff could be. But you guys were saying before, if a room was blocked off from us, there must be a reason why the culprit doesn't want us in there. That's a good point. Ria, you have to admit the attic sounds just as suspicious as this lounge now, if not more. I mean, again, I agree. The attic is important, but we are here at the moment, so let's search here. Plus, this is also a super important thing to look at. Oh, that's right, Ria. You're not too good with the spooky stuff, are you? It doesn't scare me if that's what you're implying. I just find it annoying how people buy into such illogical nonsense. I still don't understand why Ria joined the occult club. We have no time to waste on chasing fairy tales. We're better off staying here and learning more about the culprit. Okay, you can go ahead and investigate your boring little lounge. I, however, cannot resist the allure of the occult. Lunar, come with me. Huh? Me? Yeah, it'll be fun. Just you and me, alone, in the dark little attic. I guess there's nowhere else worth checking besides the attic or the lounge. And if these two are going to split up, I have to make a choice to go with one of them. Okay, Why do I have to make a choice? I am more curious about the lounge. Sorry, CZ. I think I'll stay here and help Ria. Thank you, Lunar. I appreciate it. Wait, really? Earlier you were blushing so hard I thought for sure I had you captivated. Oh, you must be the type to get bored of a girl real quick and move on to your next conquest. Is that it? What in the world are you talking about? Well, you can't have Ria. She's mine, okay? I'm not... I can't keep up with these antics. Never mind. Cecilia, stop wasting time and go find some clues in the attic. I may not believe in the supernatural phenomena, but if anyone can find something relevant, it'd be you. I'll say this. One, while I do feel it's kind of relevant, the black magic stuff, to our current predicament, there's also the fact that even if you have no belief in magic whatsoever, the culprit does. And by understanding what they think about magic, you can have a better understanding of who the culprit is as a person. Ria, are you saying you have faith in me? If it'll motivate you to believe that, then sure. Ria, I love you! Wow, ouchies! Get going already! Let's get going already! Oh, I will. Watch out, Lunar. I'm gonna find the most important clue you'll ever see. What were those trinkets, by the way? She really needs a volume knob. Isn't that what a nipple is? And everyone's like, what about the other nipple? Is that reverb? Or is it like guitar effects, like a distortion pedal? I don't know. Does she always get this excited over the occult? Her, yes. Her enthusiasm for all things creepy and otherworldly is unrivaled. Honestly, no matter how much you love something, you should at least try to act mature about it. Oh, it's Shaggy. What? Where? There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, little Shaggy. Don't just disappear on me like that. I was super duper worried. I don't think it's wrong to be enthusiastic about things you love. Oh, wait, Shaggy, come back. As fast as ever. Lunar, Shaggy left me again. There, I'm sure he'll be back soon. In the meantime, let's take a good look around this room like we planned, okay? Okay. You take the lead. Pff. Ria's quite a character, isn't she? That's a tennis ball, right? Why is that there? Probably for the doggy to play with. Oh, this must be one of Shaggy's toys. Oh, look, there's even a squeaky bone here. So if all this mess is left behind by a dog, huh? Oh, Lunar, you just thought about what a pain it must be to care for a dog, didn't you? No, not at all. What you don't understand about dogs, Lunar, is that they don't make messes to cause troubles for humans. In fact, they revere humans for being able to care for them so well, feeding them, cleaning them, playing with them. That's why they're always bringing their owners gifts like their favorite toys, dead birds, and household objects. As much as I appreciate the gesture, I don't think I'll ever want a dead bird in my hands. Huh? Look, there's a broken photo frame on the floor here. Was that there when we first came in? I think so let's see here. Yeah, the glass is broken. If it broke when Cece crawled in here, we would have heard the sound. Is there a photo in it? Yeah, it looks like a man and a boy wearing matching baseball caps. The same as the one in the photos on the wall. Yeah, looks like it, yep. Ria? And the photo frame was just left there, huh? I wonder what's going on in her head. Maybe we should clean this up? Lunar, you shouldn't be so quick to handle broken glass. You could injure yourself. But isn't that exactly why we should clean it up? I understand how you feel, but there's a proper safety procedures set up for a reason. Just avoid it for now. We can find some proper tools to deal with that later. She is right. Yeah, she's right. Safety first. This is a family portrait. It looks like there was a mother, a father, an older son, and a younger daughter. A quintessential nuclear family. A nuclear? It's just a very typical family structure, Lunar. Nuclear families inhabiting a single house was an especially common sight in the late 20th century. And considering how this family portrait is in its fairly low resolution, you're thinking it must be a pretty old photo, right? Yes, I believe so. I would certainly line up with all the other clues we found so far. What happened to these people? This is a family portrait. A collection of photos mounted on the wall. Looks like a pretty happy group of people. From a glance, it looks like they're all part of one family consisting of a married couple and 2 kids. Family, huh? Did I have any family? There are baby photos here too. I guess that means these photos were taken in different years as the kids grew up. That's usually the case for family photos in lounges like this. Then considering how the photos don't show the kids as adults, does that mean they're still kids right now? Oh, I suppose that's a valid conclusion to make. But my personal opinion is that considering the conditions of these photos, all of them were taken decades ago. Oh yeah, I can see that. Then that means those kids could be all grown up by now. Yes, maybe. But considering the other rooms upstairs, I don't know, maybe I'm a little off here? I mean, time has passed, so people would have grown up. But especially if a building's abandoned or if somebody's sentimental or emotions and stuff, it would make sense for certain rooms to be kept in a certain condition. I'm just saying that's kind of relatable, something I relate to. But considering the other rooms upstairs, that's a television, right? A very old model, but yes, that appears to be the case. Is it just me, or is that possibly the worst place for your television to be positioned? I doubt that's where the owner intended for it to be. Obviously, the culprit must have positioned it there. Yes, I think it was supposed to be on the dresser. Like, stand. It's blocking the door in that corner. That door leads to the kitchen. What? This door leads to the kitchen? Consider the layout of the first floor, it's highly likely it is. Wait, but I checked the kitchen before. How did I miss a whole door? How would I know? Maybe you're too focused on one angle that you didn't bother turning your head around. Something tells me this was an oversight beyond my control. Are we making fun of the limitations of the video game? There's a television blocking the... Clearly trying to ensure we couldn't access the lounge. Should we move this out of the way then? Television's gonna be fairly heavy. We can just ask Cecilia to move when she comes back. I'm pretty sure the two of us together can handle this though. Just leave it, Lunar. Maybe she just enjoys giving CC orders or something. Oh, it's hard to see from here, but there's a coffee table in front of the couch. On top of this table is bare, but it looks like it has some drawers under it. Let's see here, some magazines and remote control for the television. Huh? This is... Lunar, did you find something? Yeah, this envelope. There's a letter inside it. A letter? What does it say? Let's see. Oh. Lunar? This is... Lunar, what's wrong? Sorry, here, just take a look. Dear Lunar, it's probably written by the mother of the family. I think she left her husband. If everything in this letter is true, then she was right to do so. To think that the man was beating his son. But it's strange. The letter mentions that it was the son's idea for her to leave. But that makes it sound like she learned about the beating, but didn't do anything about it until her son urged her to. That's... Wait, she's right. In fact, why would the son not urge his mother to leave right away either? Again, do you guys say either or either? Why did he just accept the beatings for a while there? We're missing something here. Rhea, let's finish looking around first. I don't think we have enough pieces to form a whole picture yet. Yes, you're right. Let's continue our investigation. A plush red couch. Standard furniture for a lounge. Yep, it's really comfortable. Lunar, now it's not the time to kick out your feet and relaxing. Don't worry, I'm still investigating. For instance, there's lots of dust on this couch, so clearly no one's used it for a while. You can tell that much about just by looking at it, though. Hang on, I'm also rummaging between the cushions. Huh? There's some kind of paper in here. A birthday card? What does it say? Let's see. Happy Father's Day, Daddy. Thank you for always working so hard for us. From the penmanship, I think a young child wrote this. It must have been one of the children in the photos. I suppose he was popular at least with one of them. I understand how you feel, Lunar, but there's no need to make a grim face like that. Like you said, there's more to this family than we currently know. Yeah, I should stay focused on investigating for now. Probably some secret achievement with that. Wait, that's a massive window. They almost look like doors. You're kidding, right? Those are obviously patio doors. Patio doors? They open so you can go outside and step onto a patio. But, of course, the fog makes it hard to see if there's even one out there. Yep, won't even budge. I suppose they could also be for a balcony, but since this is the ground floor, I doubt it would. Hello? Nope, nothing. I suppose it's important to always try, but I'd rather you don't blatantly ignore me when I'm talking. Right, sorry. A fancy-looking set of lights. Naturally, they're not on, but this is a really bright room compared to the rest of the house. The size of the patio doors offers a lot of natural light. Rhea? Lunar, as you know, it's currently around 7 o'clock. We're all in agreement that it is morning right now because we turn in for the night, but I'm fairly certain the fog outside is the exact same brightness as it was before we slept. Well, what, are you sure? There's no way to compare, of course, but if the brightness is indeed the same, that would mean this fog is most certainly not natural. It must be some fabrication. Well, wait. Maybe we didn't sleep for that long. After all, the culprit could have tampered with the clock in the foyer. Not possible. I had adjusted my wristwatch to match the time shown on the clock from the very start of the game. Then, maybe they tampered with your wristwatch, too? Lunar, you don't think I would have noticed someone coming in and fiddling with something wrapped around my wrist? But that's still more likely than a massive, weirdly well-lit fog cloud running around the house for this long. Maybe so, but it's still something to keep in mind. This is getting crazy. Huh? What is this? Doggy bed. A very tiny couch. Oh, that's a dog bed. A dog bed, huh? I wonder if that's the bed for... Rhea, what are you doing? Big sniff. It's such a fuzzy, musky scent. Okay, no. There has to be a level where this is just insane behavior. Rhea, can you pull your face off the dog bed for a second? Ahem, I apologize for disrupting the investigation. Actually, now that you smelled it, can you tell if it has the same scent as Shaggy's body? Do you think I'm a bloodhound or something? Maybe not, but you can honestly say you don't know Shaggy's scent by now? It's like we're just staring. Okay, give me a moment. Sniff. This is unmistakably Shaggy's scent. She actually could do it. Then that proves that Shaggy lives in this house. Ah yes, I suppose that's the only possible conclusion. But is that really all there is to it? What's up, Bria? You're not thinking about sniffing the bed again, right? No, I'm just thinking, even though Shaggy's smell was present, it was quite faint. Which begs the question, where did Shaggy sleep last night, if at all? Huh? Didn't you sleep with him? No, after he went to bed, he disappeared. We saw him earlier, but I had no idea where he was in the time span. Yeah, and he ran off away too. I wonder what the dog is up to. There's a fireplace over here. What if there's a fireplace and then there must be a chimney? Oh, you're right, chimneys would connect to the outside. Okay, I'll take a look. It's dark and cramped. And you look, Lunar, you should be able to feel a tunnel going upwards. Rhea, we have a problem. The chimney does indeed go up, but it's kind of narrows down like a funnel. My shoulders get in the way. Soon if we had a way to climb upwards, we can't even fit through it, so I see. Okay, thank you for at least trying. I'll help you out. Well, I mean, at least that's a good thing. It means, one, there's air circulating, so we're not going to die of suffocation. And two, it also means that the cloud outside, the fog is not poisonous. I thought we finally had a sliver of hope here. Cough. Ack, that was dusty. Lunar, you're covered in soot. Oh, well, that figures. Here, I'll help you shake it off. Cough. Okay, I think that's most of it. Thanks, Rhea. It may not be an escape route, but the fireplace might have other clues for us. That's true. Maybe it's worth taking a second look at it. A fireplace is too narrow for escape. What's the framed photos of your portraits of the kids? The son has messy dark hair, and the daughter has short blonde hair. What's up, Rhea? Is there still some soot on me? No, it's not that. Lunar, do you recognize either of these children? Nope, but I still have amnesia, so it's possible I just don't remember them. And nothing else comes to mind when you see their faces. I guess they look healthy? I suppose they do, yes. What was all that about? What was something on my face? No, it's just... I wonder if these photos helped you remember anything from your own life. I mean, I was definitely thinking about that, but nothing comes to mind. Heck, I wonder if I'm actually married or something. That's, who knows? But if that's true, then that's all the more reason to escape quickly. Right. I was just joking, though. Ah, yes, another painting. This house sure loves these. Do you see something unusual there, Lunar? No, I was kind of hoping there would be some secret behind this painting, but there isn't one. I see. I think you're on the right track, though. Considering the sheer number of paintings in this house, the culprit might be counting on us not checking each of them thoroughly. Yeah, I should keep on checking every single one of... Wait, never mind. If the culprit wanted to hide something, they'd keep it on their person. Not hide it somewhere you can find it. Which is it then? The wallpaper in this room has a lot of tears for some reason. Rhea, what do you think the story is behind these tears? The wallpaper is certainly old, but tears this size and shape could only be man-made. If I had to guess, they were made by a small child running around wildly swinging around a stick or a long toy. Yeah, I guess I can see that. Wait, that's strange. The children in this photo have definitely reached at least late elementary school age. Hard to imagine them running around. But if they'd make those tears years ago, then why did the parents not replace the wallpaper this whole time? So, what are you saying? There's a good chance that these tears weren't caused by young troublemakers, which would mean someone or something else was rampaging around in this room, and very recently too. Well, I guess the way to answer that is the area, like right here, in between the tears where the exposed part of the wall is there a layer of dust here equal to the layer of dust out here? I just keep collecting more and more good news today. Okay, it says 88%. Is something else on the couch, maybe? I mean, it gave me options to... Yeah. Lunar, do you really think this is good idea to slack off now? No, of course, that's just... For some reason I thought something funny might happen if I sit on this couch a second time. Funny. Huh, wait, I guess that was a weird assumption to make. Sorry, I'll get back to work. Wait, we don't reuse gags here. Okay, what on earth would the extra 12% be? She's lost in her own world again. Check the area behind her. Okay, let's just slide around her here. A ship and a bottle, a fancy urn, photo frames. Wait, what's around this corner? Another door? What's behind it? Whoa. It's so dark, but I think there are steps going downstairs. Huh? Lunar, is this a basement? Yeah, I think it leads to a basement. A basement. Should we go down and check it out? No, not yet. Huh? Not yet? There's a very high chance the culprit is waiting for us down there. I mean, obviously when they hear us open the door, so the moment we leave, aren't they going to just come up the stairs? And as much as I hate to admit it, Cecilia is the only one of us who can put up a fight if things get violent. Yeah, and it probably won't. And it probably will, won't it? Once we head down, the final battle for our lives will begin. That's why we should have Cecilia back with us before we go. The final battle. Lunar, let's finish up our business in this lounge first. By then, Cecilia will likely be done with the attic and come back down, and we can have a strategy meeting then. Okay, sounds good. What were the trinkets she found? I don't think there's anything left to check out in this lounge. I could probably end my investigation now. Wonder if Ria's also done looking. We are at 100%. Familial fragments. Huh? Lunar, are you ready to end investigation? Yeah, I'm ready to talk. Okay, looks like that's everything covered. Ria? Where do you think Shaggy went off to? She's still hung up on that dog, ditching her. Come on, Ria, focus. What did we learn from looking around here? There was a family that used to live here, and an unfortunate tragedy tore them apart. Very good. And what else? There's a door leading to the basement, but we should get Cecilia back with us before we go check it out. Exactly. Well done. You can stop treating me like a preschooler any time now. Right, sorry. She's back. Lunar, do you remember the state of the bedrooms upstairs? Huh? Yeah? We know that one of the bedrooms belonged to a little girl, probably the young daughter of this family. The master bedroom only has men's clothes. And finally, the mysterious empty bedroom. Uh-huh. Well, I mean... Okay. Lunar, think about it. What tragedy happened to the family? The parents divorced, and took all the belongings to the son when she took the son with her, and the daughter stayed with the father, and of course, then in time, the daughter died, right? That's probably what the little girl's bedroom was kept. Neat and tidy. I think so too, but obviously that alone is insufficient as proof. What else do we learn that suggests the daughter died? The timing of the son and mother's actions. The daughter isn't mentioned in the letter. The mother mentions the addressee. Most likely the father was beating his son, and the result was that the son urging for the mother to leave the house. But there's no mention of the daughter at all. Nothing suggests the mother took the daughter with her, or the son rescued his sister himself. Yes. Though some unknown means. The daughter must have died first. There must have been a tragedy that tore their family apart. Well, what? Learning about the daughter's death and how it affected her loved ones, do you feel nothing about it? I mean, it's tragic for sure, my condolences to them. But I don't know these people, or at least I don't think I do. I see. Then we'll leave it at that. Back to our present situation. Considering all of our deductions up till now, there's a good chance the father still lives here. In other words, the father is the mastermind behind this killing game. Considering the type of man he was, I guess it's plausible, but I don't know. There's plenty of proof to suggest that he was a good father before the tragedy happened. No. A criminal is a criminal, no matter what his circumstances were. No amount of suffering he's been through can justify what he did to his son, and what I hit the button too fast. And what he's done to us. He's probably hiding in the basement. We should go find Cecilia and get ourselves ready to bring him to justice. Oh yes, he's still not back. I guess she's got really into whatever's in the attic. I wonder if she found any important clues. Let me guess, whoever I didn't go with dies. Rhea clearly on autopilot, following my back while lost in her own thought. I wonder what's got her so distracted. Oh. Huh. What do you know? There really was an attic here. No wonder this corner felt a little odd. Hey, Cece, are you done checking out the attic? Cece! Come on, we have another place to check out. Get down here. And she's dead. She must be completely absorbed in a book or something. I'm sure that's the case. Nothing bad ever will occur. Guess there's no choice but to climb up. You can wait here, Rhea. I'll go pull her down quickly. Huh? Oh, okay. Take your time. Everyone's so distracted today. I feel like there should have been Red Bull here. Okay, Cece, playtime's over. Let's get going. Well, this is going to be terrible. Okay. Cece? Oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. So... Well, that's bad. Cece? Cece! Cece's been slashed. Cece, wake up. Come on. This isn't funny. Lunar, what's going on? Cece, talk to me. I messed up. She's still alive. Pan, Lunar, what's with all the... Wait. What is this? It's okay, Cece, you'll be fine. Just focus on breathing. Something to stop the bleeding. There's got to be something. Anything. No need, Lunar. I'm not bouncing back from this. Yeah, you're lethargic from blood loss. But as long as we get you to stop bleeding, you can survive this. Stop joking around. This is one time you shouldn't be joking around. I know, it's no joke. Who did this to you? Cece, did you see the culprit? Sorry, I couldn't see. It was dark and fast. A demon? A demon. Cece, what are you? Behind trunk? Page 44? And you're dead. Cece? That's the front door. Lunar, she's gone. Cecilia is, well, dead. Well, I am a time traveler. So, is there anything you want to tell me? That's something I should... Like, if you're ever a time traveler constantly looping, you should be like... Once you get people to actually believe you about the time looping, you should be like, okay, what is something you would want to tell me to tell the next looped version of yourself? Like, something that only you would know that you would think would be super important for me to, like, mention to future you. Or repeated past you. Cecilia is dead. She has 2 deep knife wounds, one on her stomach and one on her neck. Her kitchen knife is on the floor. Next to her, no blood. This means someone used another knife to kill her. Not someone, a demon. What? Come on, Lunar. She didn't mean a literal demon. But it's the only thing that makes sense. Cece's practically a demon herself. Only another demon would be able to kill her. Heh. It makes perfect sense. Lunar, forget about all that. We need to leave, now. Cecilia's death means the front door is open. We can both hear it, even all the way up from here. We don't know who killed her, demon or not. They could still be hiding somewhere around here. We owe it to her to escape this place alive. Don't let her sacrifice be in vain. Remember, I time loop. Demon. Sacrifice. My head. This voice again. Lunar, what's wrong? It's happening again. Let's do the time warp again. What, wait. You mean your time travel power? No, stop, Lunar. Don't turn back time. I don't control this. Things are okay like this, but we can escape now. Just the 2 of us. Don't throw all this away. I don't have power over this. I can't do that. Cece doesn't deserve this. Wait, behind the trunk. Lunar, please, don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go back. Got it. Page 44. Page 44. Opening a gate to hell. Why would you want to do that? I mean, I can understand opening a gate to, like, Tokyo or something. That'd be cool. But why would you choose hell? Hell is where demons roam. Witness the judgment ending. Huh. And up here will be... I will go upstairs with Cece. And Rhea gets killed in the lounge. You have successfully rejected this ending. Thank you for not sending me back to the very beginning of the game. Okay. Why would I be angry? We're doing it, though. Cece, just what the... Are you doing? Oh, I mean, I took a shower. My clothes are out here. Wait, are you getting worked up from seeing me in a towel? As a young lady, how could you be strutting around half naked like that? Oh, because we're remembering Rhea saying that. Don't you have any shame? What? Are you mad? Huh. Hey, don't throw my clothes around. Pick those up, get back in the bathroom, and get dressed. Meet us downstairs in 2 minutes, understood? Yes, Mommy. Lunar. I did not foresee this sequence of events. but it felt kind of nice. So we can acknowledge the second time loop yet? Dry our hair and get dressed. Alright, so it'll only be... Hey, isn't your hair still a little wet? Yeah, but I was ordered to come down here in 2 minutes, so... She's giving me a weird look. Oh yeah, there's something I forgot to mention. Cece in the attic. Go to the attic with Cece. Yay! We're gonna have so much fun up there, Lunar. Rhea, will you be okay on your own? I don't underestimate you. I've already looked around this house on my own a couple times before. Yeah, but this new room, and the crazy culprit could be anywhere. Come on, Cece, don't do that. Rhea? Lunar? I don't imagine an attic being very big. Yeah, probably not. So, don't waste any time coming back. Okay? Yeah, of course. Rhea's hands are shaking. Maybe I should... Whoa! Come on, Lunar. The attic awaits us. The attic awaits us! Cece, you can stop tugging my arm now. Oh, psh, don't act like you don't love it. And here we are. I wonder if this painting has some significance with this. Huh, there really is an attic here. No wonder this corner felt a little odd. I'll go up first. Don't stare too hard at my butt cheeks, though, okay? You never miss an opportunity to joke, don't you? Okay, let's try to make this quick. The sooner we get back to Rhea, the better. The attic. Whoa, this is surreal. That's a good face you're making, Lunar. Admit it, occult stuff is pretty cool, right? I mean, it certainly leaves an impression. Yeah, you so totally get it. Still, I wonder if anything here will actually be useful to us. It's not like we can magic our way out of this killing game. Well, you already made your choice to come up here. Can't hurt. Take a look, right? Besides, we might learn something about whatever's causing your time traveling here. That's true. Come on, go and check out whatever looks interesting. I'll be right behind you, ready to provide commentary. Or you could, do your own investigating. What weird supernatural discoveries await you in this eerie attic? Perhaps one of the many items here will lead you back to the truth. The Attic of Dark Secrets Investigation. That's adorable. Huh? This is a cross, right? Why isn't this upside down? Wait, isn't this upside down? Huh? No, it's nailed at the top there, so I think it's like that on purpose. Why would anyone do that? Well, there's actually at least two different meanings to having a cross upside down like this. The first is a symbol of a certain devoted apostle who felt unworthy of being martyred the same way as his Lord. The other is a rejection of that devotion and holier-than-thou-ness, worshipping the self or the devil instead. It's pretty weird how the same shape can have completely opposite meanings like that, huh? Yeah, that just makes things really confusing. But perhaps that's the main takeaway here. After all, aren't good and evil two sides of the same coin? Now isn't the time for us to go in that direction, Cece? We have important work to do. Oh, I had a whole monologue ready to go. It's symbolic in both a holy way and an evil way. Hey, Lunar, I've been meaning to ask you something. You know how you're left-handed? I am? Oh, I guess I am. I never really noticed till now. You know that age-old myth of left-handedness being a sign of the devil? So what's your point? No reason, just came to mind is all. Why does she have to do what she does? Lunar protecting his dominant hand while investigating the attic. Hey, there's something stuck up here. Some sort of contract. I can't read the language this is in. Ooh, I think this is written in simplified Aramaic script. Oh, that's what Jesus spoke. You can read this, Cece? I don't know this language super well, but let me give it a shot. Let's see. That's a 6. Death, escape, something. Reincarnation? Resurrection? A clock? It's about a clock. Sorry, all I can tell is that something needed to be done to a clock. Like the clock by the front door? Ooh, maybe. Let me check out something. I can't be sure without my phone. But yeah, I think this is the word for sound. So this contract must be the reason why the clock chime is so unusual. We make a pretty good detective. And assistant duo, Lunar. I wish we could figure out a bit more about this contract, though. A mysterious contract written in simplified Aramaic. It's the language that Jesus spoke. Cece couldn't read all of it, but it has something to do with devils, clocks, and sound. Not sure if this fits in any bigger picture, though. A bunch of D&D and Warhammer books. I was like, what's this? It's a pile of Warhammer 40k books. A stack of hardcover books. Let's look at the titles. Principles of Chaos Magic. Dictionary of Chaos Sigils. A study of chaos magic cults. Postmodern chaos magic systems. Introduction to chaos magic. I'm sensing a pattern here. Lunar, did you just say chaos magic? Oh no, I have a bad feeling about this. OMG, this is a first edition from 1987. It's the Bite of 87! Okay, I guess I have no choice. Everyone's like, is that a Markiplier reference? Yes. Yes, it is. Ask about Chow's magic. Is that a Sonic the Hedgehog joke? A very poor one at that. So, Cece, you know what chaos magic is? What, Lunar? You never heard of chaos magic? Unfortunately, I've never been enlightened on the term, let alone the subject matter. Ooh boy, ooh goody. Please be merciful. Okay, I'll be nice and keep it short. Chaos magic was first found in England during the 1970s. The founders of chaos magic felt the occult traditions at the time were too ornamental and restrictive. Are you talking about like the Kabbalah stuff? They strove to strip all of that away to figure out a fundamental sort of basic magical principles. Now, I say magic, but obviously humans aren't capable of summoning fire or fantastical things like that. Or are they? But you know how they say, quote-unquote, reality is simply what we perceive to be as such? Even the scientific method depends on phenomena being observable, but who's doing the observing? Humans, right? Anyway, chaos magic posits that perception is influenced by belief. Therefore, if reality is influenced by perception, then logically belief should be able to influence reality, right? And that, my friend, is the fundamental basis of chaos magic. Right, so then... Yep, this is where it gets wild, because after all, belief in anything is a conscious choice humans make, right? So naturally, to a practitioner of chaos magic, belief becomes a mere tool to reshaping reality. But of course, a single person's belief can't possibly cause supernatural phenomena. That's why another principle of chaos magic is a thing called consensus reality. The idea behind consensus reality is that our normal non-magical world only exists the way it does due to our acceptance of it. The world is boring and logical because humanity as a collective has agreed this is the way things are, the way things should be. So that means... I mean that figuratively, of course. It's not like there was a conference call to decide water is wet, but consensus reality can't affect someone who doesn't accept the consensus in the first place. You can see why this caught on, especially with the young people. Imagine being able to bend reality to your whims. Not to mention that chaos magic is all about stripping away the extraneous and boiling things down to basic principles. In other words, anyone can do it. All it takes is an absolute conviction, your own personal beliefs, discarding everything else that doesn't serve your reality. And the trick is to basically hypnotize yourself into believing only Cece, you said you'd keep it short. Oh, I was just getting into the good part. Okay, so back to our situation. Someone in this house was studying chaos magic. I guess there must have been some part of reality they wanted to change. That's usually why people get into chaos magic, yeah. But these books are on theoretical and practical applications. They can't tell us exactly what the person was trying to achieve. My bad feeling just got a little worse. A stack of hardcover books. All of them are related to chaos magic. Ah, Lunar, you're interested in learning more about chaos magic, aren't you? Not exactly, but maybe I should give CC's spiel on chaos magic another listen? Yes, let her pop off. No, I've had enough of that. CC, mind if you give me that rundown on chaos magic again? Oh wait, really? Ooh, I'll do you better. I can go even deeper this time with, just for everyone's sake, let's just try to keep it short. Okay, fine. Okay, now that I've heard it all again, chaos magic only has a few basic principles. Does that mean there's no physical evidence for chaos magic to use either? Yep, exactly. The point of chaos magic is not to rely on artifacts or symbols after all. It's also often exclusively in the mind of the user, and because it's practically self-hypnosis, well... No, that's crazy. Why would anyone want to erase their own memories? But I guess I'll keep a mental note of this conversation. Hyperfixations are fun. Cut off Cecilia's longest exposition a second time. Looks like this is a pile of sheets. I wonder if it's a spare bedding. They're kind of thin for bedding. Okay, ooh, this could be materials for ghost costumes. All you need to do is cut out some holes for your eyes. That was unusually childlike and innocent for one of your whimsical tangents. Oh, but optic nerves are only like 5 centimeters long. That's not enough to dangle your eyeballs to a sheet over your head. Wow, you took that in a very advanced direction. What the heck is this? Right? There's an entire magic circle drawn on the floor here. Dare I ask what a magic circle is? Oh, you dare. Basically, magic circles are used for a wide variety of paranormal rituals. Rituals for what? All sorts of stuff. Protection. At first I read that as procreation, but then I corrected myself before I said it out loud. But it's kind of a moot point because I'm, sharing that. Curses, summoning. Every group designs and uses magic circles differently. I see. So what does this magic circle do? Look at the way these candles are melted unevenly. This must mean that they can't be lit all at once, or length doesn't matter. Cece, I asked you what does this... don't worry, Lunar. This isn't drawn in blood. It looks like it's a special red ink made for... CC, what does this magic circle do? Oh, I have no idea. Look at these lines, though. How does one even get them so straight? I mean, imagine a very large ruler. Okay, I'm gonna go check something else out. A magic circle is drawn in red ink that has melted candles around its perimeter. I wonder what this could have been used for. I knew you couldn't resist the allure of a genuine magic circle, Lunar. I'm just checking it again because you were less than helpful the first time. Let me give it a good think. I can't be sure without my phone, but the writing inside the border looks like a type used in demon summoning. Here's the thing though. Look at the writing here. It looks very similar to the writing that's both on Shaggy's collar as well as the bracelet on my wrist. Now that being said, do I know what language this is written in? We can assume Aramaic because of the thing earlier, but I don't know. I can tell you this, there's no chance in hell I can read Aramaic. I don't know how to read Aramaic or Latin or any of that stuff. Heck, this game was originally written in Russian because I tried to look up a guide and it's just long paragraphs of fucking Russian. I don't speak hieroglyphs. But, yeah, looking at this, without any additional context or anything, I would not even begin to tell you what language this is. Heck, I wonder if there's any video games that feature Enochian, which is technically supposed to, air quotes, be considered the language that angels speak in, which there's various Enochian, well, alphabets? Keys? Letter keys? I'm not sure. Ah yes, demons again. But it's strange because like I said, this is red ink, not blood. Is the puppy a demon? You usually need some mammals. I need to read things. You usually need some mammals' blood to get demons to visit the human world, so this probably didn't work. I'd be surprised if it did, to be honest. This is probably the work of a kid, following some internet blog post. A kid, huh? See, I can be helpful when I put my mind to it. I guess so, thanks, Cece. A coat rack. There are 2 coats on it. Oh, wait. This blue thing isn't a coat. What is this? Some sort of blanket, but it has these weird yellow lines on the inside. What you looking at, Lunar? Oh, it's got a Whoa, what? Don't look directly at that, Lunar. You'll get cursed. Cursed just from looking at a pattern? Oh, Lunar, so naive, so innocent. We're dealing with the occult here. The territory goes hand in hand with danger. What do you mean? Will a ghost pop up and attack me? Not ghosts, people. There are organizations in the real world that will hunt you down if you discover their secrets. Oh, okay, that's pretty scary. A coat rack, a large coat, and a suspicious blanket. Oh, Lunar, I told you not to look at that. I won't, don't worry, just checking out the coat. Nope, the pockets are empty. Cece's staring daggers at me. I guess I shouldn't stick around this area any longer. Is that Squidward's house? A candle. Wonder why it's over there by itself. You don't miss a beat, huh, Lunar? Noticing something out of the way like that? Huh? Was I not supposed to notice? Nah, I'm just impressed. You literally had a circle of these standing prominently before you, but you chose to check on the outlier. It's a very important skill to have in modern society, I would say. We're talking about candles, right? Oh well, at least being outside the circle means it won't burn to death like the rest of them. Yep, we're talking about candles. A candle. Wonder why it's way over here by itself. Okay. Whoa! That's a pretty intricate sketch. I'm just thinking about Mega Man Legends at the moment. You know, the art museum. Again, the art curator in that game, she was pretty cute. Everyone's like, you're thinking about begging an anime character. I'm like, guys, I will post a picture of the character in the community posts. You will agree with me. Whoa, that's a pretty intricate sketch. What is that? Some wizard fighting a demon? Hey, it's Mephistopheles. Mephastar, what? You know, Mephistopheles, the demon from the German folklore. He's famous for being the origin of the term deal with the devil. A deal with the devil, so giving up your soul in exchange for some great wish, not just any wish, self-serving wishes. After all, why would a devil want to do anything that serves a noble, righteous purpose, right? Huh, are deals with the devil really that strict? I mean, I've never made one, so I wouldn't know for sure, but in all recorded instances, the wishes are typically pretty selfish, and then they always end up very, very badly for the poor human who made the wish. Sketches. A detailed sketch of Mephistar something with a wizard, I think. Wait, I never checked the other sketches stuck up with it. Let's see. Oh, wait, this is writing. Only for her. Piff. CC, did you find something funny? No, it's just what you said reminded me of a popular meme format. Huh? What's a meme? Don't worry about it, Lunar. Let's just keep looking. Cece's giggling inside. That writing might be important to keep in mind. A wooden crate with a weirdly nostalgic design. Huh, how do you open this? Huh? What do you mean? You smash it open. What do you mean, like Crash Bandicoot? You're kidding, right? No, you see all this time in video games. They're great for testing attacks, and they usually always have some loot in them. Like Wampa Fruit? Cece, we're not in a video game. Oh, come on, Lunar, try to keep an open mind. Remember that movie where the world was a simulation created by machines attempting to enslave humankind? The Matrix? Maybe we think we're not in a video game, but that's because the machine overlords brainwashed us into thinking so. We're not in a movie either. And again, we're not in a video game. Anyway, what were we talking about? The crate, right? Right. How do you open the crate? No clue. Maybe the machines programmed the crate to be unopenable? We're going in circles here. I'll just leave this alone. A wooden crate with a weirdly... A rustic chest. Doesn't look like it's locked, so let's take a look. Music changed. Oh, there's only a couple things here. An empty glass bottle without a lid and... a cat. Is it Schrodinger's cat? Oh, no, it's a stuffed doll in the shape of a black cat. What's up, Lunar? The chest isn't a mimic trying to eat you, right? What's with that look? Well, the only things inside the chest are an empty bottle and a cat doll. Really, that's a weird combo. What do you think it means? I have no idea. Wait, you really have no idea? Yeah, why is that so surprising? I don't know, for some reason I thought you would definitely know what this is about. I see, sorry to disappoint you, Lunar, but I've never heard of any ritual involving a cat inside a box. Must be something to do with quantum mechanics. Okay, if the occult expert has no clue, then maybe this is just a random combination of items. A rustic chest, contents consist of an empty glass bottle and a stuffed cat doll. I guess there's a good chance the cat doll belonged to the little girl who lived in this house. Wonder why it's just the doll in here then, and what's the story behind the empty bottle? This. Lunar, enough with that chest. Let's keep looking for the spooky occult stuff. I am weirdly bothered by this. Sigh. A tower of cardboard boxes. They look kind of unstable. Alright, let's take a look. The top box has a bunch of books in it. They look like they were just tossed in here hastily. The other box, huh? What are these? A ton of dolls made of straw? Voodoo dolls? Hey, Cece, what are these dolls about? Huh? They're obviously voodoo dolls, don't you think? Please stop acting like this is common knowledge. I'm not super well versed in voodoo dolls, to be honest. I know that they have origins in West Africa and have a problematic public portrayal thanks to Western films. You sound pretty well versed to me. Basically, the idea behind them is you stick pins to the dolls and they cause either healing or curses to a human target. They've also been used for spirit communication or just as a harmless analog means of logging the pain points of patients. These are just some blank straw dolls, so it's hard to say that their exact purpose is for. What their exact purpose is for. But again, I'm no voodoo expert. Again, you seem like an expert to me. Okay, I'm just going to put these back. A tower of cardboard boxes. One of them is filled with unused voodoo dolls. Cece, you said voodoo dolls can be used to curse people, right? That's like most popular understanding of it, yep. So maybe my time travel power is some kind of curse? I mean, if it always sends you back to when someone dies. I never would have thought of that as a curse. I guess if you don't have full control over it, you could think of it like that. But that aside, Lunar, these voodoo dolls are unused, so I doubt they have anything to do with your situation. Just stick a pin in that thought for the time being. Now I feel stupid for getting all somber. The only window in the attic. It's a relief that it's big enough to let in plenty of light. Are you looking for the constellations, Lunar? You've already tried breaking this window, right, Cece? Of course! First thing I did when I came up here. I even did a whole thing where I took the attic pole and jousted it into the window. Knocked me right off my feet, hit my head on a box of books, and toppled it over. Right, anyway. I'm not seeing any streetlights or the tops of any buildings. You're thinking that because we're higher up, we might be able to see over the fog? Yeah, but I guess not. This is truly the weirdest fog I've ever seen. But I suppose I am still an amnesiac. Maybe I've seen this fog before. The only window. It's so weird seeing a ceiling all slanted like this. Why do I feel like an American flag would go there? It's about as attic-y as an attic could get, right? I guess this means the roof of the house is triangular? You can never know for sure if you only look from one perspective, especially if that perspective is from the inside. The house could be shaped like a dog or a shoe for all we know. A dog or a shoe. Can we at least stick to the more likely options? Huh, wait, those exist? More books. A stack of books. Looks like these are handwritten notebooks. What you reading, Lunar? I don't understand most of these words, but I think this is about research into deities. The penmanship is different for each of these, so I guess this must be someone's collection of works. Ooh, these are the originals too. Guess this means whoever owns these must be well connected. Huh, that's a good point. Or maybe this is the work of a great thief, stealing away knowledge to bring ignorant bliss to the masses. See, and then you say all that, and it'll blow up all your credibility. Something tells me these aren't related to our situation, though. I mean, what god would allow something like a killing game? Oh, an evil one would, I guess. Okay, I think the only thing left is this. A sleek-looking trunk. There's an ink bottle and candles on it. Let's just put these aside so I can open the trunk. Whoa, there's a lot of books. Let's see. Studies into necromancy, demonology in modern society, mediums and channeling arts. I love when you talk spooky stuff like that, Lunar. Yeah. Looks like all the other books are on similar topics. Okay, No point making a mess, so let's put everything back the way it was. So, did anything catch your interest? Well, it's more like I know so little about the occult stuff that none of these really click with me. That's okay, just leave it to me. I'm sure I can get you up to speed. I guess letting her talk will save me some time. Let's see, what should I ask about? Necromancy. What is this necromancy thing about? Does it involve acrobatics or something? Haha, okay, let me explain from the top. Necromancy is the practice of communicating with the dead. Gamers fall into the assumption that necromancy is about resurrection, but that's a much more fantastical type. Reports of real necromancy have been recorded in ancient Egypt, Greece, Persia, China. Usually they're conducted to divine the future or receive blessings from ancestors. How would talking with dead people let you predict the future? Well, spirits wouldn't follow the rules of the natural world. They're not confined to the present like living beings are. There are also theories that history is cyclical. You guys say cyclical or cyclical? And therefore, the realm of the dead has our future as their past, if that's what makes any sense. Wait, does that mean necromancy could be the reason for my time traveling? I get why you'd think that, but divination via necromancy is more about communication between the two realms. Also, necromancy usually needs a ton of prep, like magic circles, talismans, live human sacrifices, long readings of scripture. Wait, something scary got mixed in there. And they're pretty strict with timing too, especially if it involves using a dead body before it can expire. So in other words, if necromancy was really involved, we'd be finding way more clues. Violent clues at that. Alright, I've officially checked every little thing in this attic. I need to end my investigation and get back to Rhea ASAP. Reach 100%, occult obsession. We'll double check this. A trunk containing a ton of books about necromancy, demonology, and channeling. There's pretty advanced books too, though probably not worth putting in the time to try to read them. You still interested in the occult books, Lunar? I guess so, at the very least they're not uninteresting. If you want, I can tell you more about what these books are all about. I mean, I like the 3.5 editions of the Dungeons & Dragons book, the Monster Manual, Player's Guidebook, and Dungeon Master Guide. I think 3.5 edition was the best. But I don't really play it, I just like to read the book. Same way I have never played a single game of tabletop Warhammer, but I do like to read the lore books. Everyone's like, you make yourself sound like such a fucking nerd. I'm like, yes, I am a weeb. I am an otaku. I get it. I guess letting her talk will save me some time. Let's see. Demonology. Demonology is the study of demons, or just research into their existence. It's not really either of those. First of all, what do you think a demon is? Spirit. Isn't a spirit like when someone suddenly acts different? It can be because they're possessed by a demon, right? Yep, that's definitely a popular interpretation of them. So, I'm wrong. Well, the demons usually discussed in demonology are incorporeal concepts. You know how every culture that believes in gods posits those gods to be above our plane of existence? Sure. The idea behind demons is that they're similar to gods and that they're unknowable existences, but they're always connected to the human world. In other words, they exist among us. Now, this demon doesn't mean that demons are always humanoid in form. Some interpretations suggest that the demons possess inanimate objects in our physical realm, and their existence is fueled similar to how gods are fueled by human worship. Worship. Why would humans worship demons? They don't. What I mean by worship is when humans act in the interest of any higher concept. Virtue is one such concept, obviously, but there's also depravity, wrath, and other things typically called sins. Oh ho, you suddenly looked fidgety there, Lunar. It's just, if I'm understanding you, doesn't that mean that humans are responsible for demons existing? Why does this remind me of the fucking, edited out, censored chapter of Berserk where Griffith met, the idea of evil? Yep, a lot of theories make that exact conclusion, yep. No, this is a little too crazy. Plus, I doubt demons have anything to do with my time traveling. Well, we have one more thing to read. Channeling. Can you explain what the stuff about spirit mediums and channeling is? Ooh, channeling's a good one. So, you know how ghosts like to possess people and make them do creepy things with their limbs and eyes? No. Spirit channeling is basically when you do that on purpose, when you allow a spirit to take control over your body. It's a pretty useful technique, if you think about it. Spirits can settle any unresolved business they have, and police can question murder victims to solve crimes. Yeah, that does sound useful. Of course, it wouldn't be good to let malevolent spirits run around doing horrible things with the human body. Also, another downside would be that if you were to, say, try to summon a particular human soul back, more than likely, you would get an imposter. You're referencing how she said Among Us earlier, right? Fine, I get it. No one will get the joke. I'm just saying this. More than likely, if you were to try to summon any particular ghost, whether you were trying to go for a benevolent one, or even a particular one that you knew, like a certain individual, more than likely if you tried to summon, like a deceased person, more than likely you'd get a malevolent spirit that isn't the person you're trying to summon, but that will probably try to pretend to be the person you try to summon. More than likely, the benevolent or even neutral being that you wanted to summon may not be available to summon. After all, if a being's, air quotes, in heaven, you can't exactly yank someone out of heaven to talk to them. But I imagine if there was like a demon or something and they notice you trying to talk to someone in heaven that wasn't available because they're out of that area code, well, they could always hop into that call and pretend to be the person that you were trying to call. Not to mention laws and morality get gray there if it does. After all, if a channeled spirit uses the medium's body to kill someone, should the medium be arrested for the murder? It depends on really intention. For example, and also neglect or carelessness. So I guess it depends on intent and neglect or amount of caution. What I mean by that is like this. Obviously, if you get in a car and run someone over, that's very bad intent. Very malicious intent. In the same regard, if you were to get really drunk and drive a car, well, you had no ill intent to run somebody over, but you were very reckless by, doing something stupid by getting behind the wheel of a car while drunk. But in the same regard, if your car is stolen and the burglar, if the thief runs someone over with your car, well, you're not responsible because, your car was stolen. I guess the main thing I'm saying here is this. If you were doing anything that would cause this kind of stuff, one, what are your intentions? And two, were you being careless? But I suppose as long as you had benevolent intentions and you weren't being reckless, I mean, no matter what you do, there's always going to be some way you could have been more cautious. Like, no matter what, there's always some way to be more cautious. So you can't fault for someone for not checking a couple boxes here and there. But there's a difference between just chance and circumstance and the person just doing their best, but just, there's a limitation to how much carefulness you can do, as opposed to just downright recklessness. Like, say if you're a person riding your bicycle or motorcycle thing down a road. There's a difference between driving through an intersection and trying to look both ways, but a car just happens to be in your blind spot, as opposed to fucking flooring at a top speed and doing a wheelie through an intersection with your eyes closed. But you guys get the point. Horrible explanation, But I think you guys understand better than I do. That's tough. But back to the more useful applications in spirit channeling. But yeah, back to the drunk thing. Like, obviously, if you went and murdered somebody, bad. And if you get drunk and were to just kill them in your drunken stupor, well, you got really drunk, so it's not outright murder, but it's still like manslaughter. But in the same regard, let's say if you went somewhere and somebody drugged you against your will or without your knowledge, and that drug impacted your mind to make you kill somebody. Well, in that circumstance, I would say you are largely not responsible, because at no point did you make a choice to be, I don't know the correct word, mind altered by whatever chemical was introduced to your body. I guess the main thing is this. In order to be responsible for something, you have to be capable of making a choice, preferably free of coercion or pressure or even stress or a time limit. But particularly, you have to be able to actually make a choice. I mean, isn't that a whole thing about a lot of contracts? You know, a person has to be in the right state of mind for a contract. You can't, like, have an Alzheimer's patient or someone in a coma sign a contract. Or, like, let's say someone got shot or stabbed and they're dying of blood loss. Well, you can't have them sign a contract or something under that situation because they're not really in a good state of mind. Or, like, imagine if you had tried to have someone pass some sort of test when they've been awake for like 70 hours straight. They wouldn't be in their right state of mind. You actually don't need to be a trained medium to do it. There are smaller scale channeling methods like Ouija boards. Those involve letting spirits possess just a part of your body in order to spell out messages. I don't know, I think I just wouldn't be comfortable letting a spirit control my body at all. Huh, does kind of make me think about the whole thing where we try to go to the toilet. In like video 1, I think. Okay, time to see Rhea dead. Huh, what? Wait, Lunar, are we stopping? End investigation. Yep, I think we have a good idea. What's in here at least? I guess that's about everything we're going to find here. Sucks that there was absolutely nothing about time travel. So, any insights come to mind? Please share with the class. Well, everything in this attic appears to be related to demons and the dead, which leads me to believe that whoever collected all this stuff was trying to accomplish a specific goal related to those. An astute observation, Lunar. You get an A+. How about you, Miss Occult Member? Club President? Anything come to mind? Oh, I pretty much landed on the same conclusion you did. If the owner of these books was an occult enthusiast like myself, there would be a wider variety of topics. Magic circles, for example, are often used for blessing objects or summoning demons, and yet no books on either. Huh, I could have sworn I saw a book about summoning demons. Somewhere around here. Really, maybe over... Ah! Okay. What happened? I knocked over this bottle of red ink. And now this book behind the trunk is ruined. Huh. Why does that book look familiar? Well, I guess we just weren't fated to read this book. Fate. I mean, we could move the book really quick out from under the ink and be able to read the parts that didn't get inked. Actually, come to think of it, predicting or changing fate is part of the occult, right? Oh, totally. Those are the most popular types, especially with dreamy maidens like myself. Do you know any rituals we could use to see the future, even if it's just a little ways ahead? You mean like fortune-telling? Truth be told, those tend to be more for entertainment purposes than for actual life-saving. But anything helps, right? Sorry, Lunar, but even if we wanted to do some fortune-telling, the ones I know how to do, off the top of the head, we don't have the materials for them. And as you know, none of these books are here related to anything except dead people. Darn. But wait, don't forget, Lunar, you're a time traveler, aren't you? Coming back to the past with knowledge of the future is like the ultimate form of fortune-telling. I suppose so. I just wish my memories of the future were clearer. If I could just get a proper handle on this power of mine, then... Oh, fuck. What? Wait, was that sound of... What? Wait, was that the sound of... Well, if the door's open, Rhea is dead. Lunar, we should go downstairs and check. Yeah, let's go. Hey, Rhea! As we made our way down the ladder, and again down the stairs, so too did my spirits go down and down until... Fuck. Though I haven't actually seen outside the doors. Rhea, Oriana, how are you doing? The doors that only open when someone's dead are open. The front door, it's open. Then that means... Do 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 do. Loading. Lunar, should we just leave now? We can finally escape. Honestly, I don't really blame her in this situation because one, not only is escape right there, but you're like, you're not currently in front of the person that's dead. Because when we, in the very previous fragment, when we saw you dead upstairs, we were upstairs, we weren't right in front of the door, and we were literally watching you die. We can't unwatch you die. But in this circumstance, one, we are literally right in front of the door. Two, we haven't seen Rhea die yet. And I feel like it would make us feel very sad to see her corpse. But in the same regard, I feel like we probably need to know how she died so that we can possibly prevent it in the future. But I'm also kind of curious what's out the front door. We can finally escape. Ah, Lunar. I took too long. I wasted too much time talking about nonsense like fortune telling. Please, not like this. Rhea! Again, as I was saying... Oh. She's just sitting there. She might be okay. Maybe she might be okay. I'm just saying, we're going to feel kind of emotionally traumatized and upset at what we're about to see. She's just on the couch. Thank goodness. Rhea, the front door's open. We can escape now. Rhea? Come on, are you sleeping or... Oh. The sound of exclamation points. I don't understand. But why would you still be sitting straight up? I am very confused. Rhea? Hey, Rhea, are you tired? Can't you see me? So it really happened. Why are you smiling? Is that how you deal with, negative emotions? Cece, Rhea's. Are you like... I mean, I do understand the concept that sometimes when people are very emotionally upset, their body releases endorphins, causing a happy reaction, as the body's way of overcompensating for painful physical or emotional stimulus. It's kind of like the idea, like, whether it's severe exhaustion or psychological stress or physical pain, the body can turn off feelings of pain and even induce feelings of euphoria, even hysteria, as a coping mechanism for physical or emotional trauma that is more than the human mind can handle. Yeah, I know. Ria's dead. Ugh. Ugh. Ah. Lunar, I want you to stay calm and listen to me. What? Stay calm? How could I possibly do that? Ria was alive just less than an hour ago. We left her alone. She died with no one around to save her. Exactly. Think about it. She should have been alone. So then, who killed her? Who killed her? What? Who? You and I were in the attic together the entire time. Neither of us could have done it. So, what does that mean? I mean, technically both of these are options. She killed herself, right? Because all this was to... Lunar, you and I both know she would never do that. Come on, it's not too complicated. Think about it. It was the culprit? Yes, the culprit must have ambushed her. The culprit? The weapon that killed Ria is nowhere to be found. And there's a faint trail of blood drops leading to the corner over there, away from the door we entered. In other words, Lunar, the culprit probably didn't escape through the foyer. They could still be hiding around here, wanting to kill us, waiting to kill us too. No. Not if I kill them first. Where's your knife? Let me... Lunar, come to your senses already. We need to run. Go get help. There's no way we can handle a murderer alone. That is technically true. We are not in a fortuitous situation. We do not have the advantage. For example, regardless of emotions, like unless there's someone to actively save, there's no motivation to put yourself into further danger. For example, if we came in here and Ria was not in the couch dead, but rather was downstairs with the murderer yelling for help, well then, yes, it is a huge increase in danger to our very own safety to run down the basement toward the murderer. But since Ria is still technically alive at that time, it would then be worth the risk to increasing the amount of danger we are facing, because the potential reward we have is saving her life. However, in this situation, that reward does not exist, which means there is no additional motivating factor for us to make a reckless decision. Because here's the thing. Going and fighting the murderer right now is very reckless. Now, if Ria were alive and downstairs with the murderer, making that reckless choice would actually be perfectly acceptable. Because we're doing it to save Ria. But Ria is already dead. We cannot save her. And getting ourselves killed... Now, don't be wrong, there's a good chance that we would get ourselves killed going down to save Ria as well. But the main point is this. Yes, in this current situation, going and getting help should take precedence. We should do things when it's to our advantage, not to our opponents. However, if Ria were still alive and downstairs with the murderer, even if we came back with all the advantages in the universe, it wouldn't matter because Ria would be dead by then. In order to save Ria, we would have to act that instant with what we had available to us, even if that put us at a disadvantage. Now, it's kind of like this. Let's say if you came to a place and you were about to enter a building, but you noticed the door was unlocked, even open, and you even noticed that the part of the door frame had blood on it. Well, depending on most movies, for the sake of entertainment, the main character, the protagonist of the story, would just open the door and either, one, start calling out, "Hello, who is in there? I saw blood," or even open the door and quietly sneak in. Or just open the door oblivious to the blood, like, "Oh, I wonder what that, I guess somebody scratched their arm or something." But it's like, say if you were to come home and your door, and even especially if it was, even if it's like a family home, like you and multiple other people live there, let's say if you come back to a house and it's like you and 6 other people live there, but you notice that the front door is ajar and there's blood all over the outside of the door, even just a few bits of blood here and there. In that situation, the smartest thing you can do is leave. Because at that point, yes, is there a possibility there's other people in the house that are alive? Yes. But it is a completely unknown situation and is extraordinarily dangerous. So unless you have extremely high confidence in your own abilities at dealing with whatever may happen, you need to make the best logical decision, which is, hey, something very out of the ordinary has occurred in a very extreme condition. It is very dangerous, and I don't know what's happening. I am more than likely not prepared in any way for whatever will occur, and would be very much unarmed and off my guard, which should basically spell doom for us, okay? I'm just saying this. In that situation, like I said, if say you were to come to any building, whether there's other, you'd expect people that you should know be in there or not, and you see blood on the door or being ajar, you just leave. You just fuck off. That's just what you do. Unless you like hear somebody in the building that's like, you know, somebody that you would want to save. Otherwise, unless there's any pressing issue, you just fucking leave. Same in this situation. If there was a chance to save Rhea, we should venture into that basement to save her. But she's already dead. Heck, especially since there's 2 people here. If you decide to go after the murderer, not only are you endangering your own life, but you're also endangering the other person's life. So, say if Lunar here decides to go downstairs to the basement, well, I'm either bringing Cece into that danger too, or I'm abandoning her. You know, there is strength in numbers, and at the end of the day is this. You have to do the most logical thing for survival. Like, here's the thing. I may have depression and shit, but I do value my life, and I do appreciate living. And there are still some things I do find happiness and entertainment in. Granted, there's a lot of things I'm depressed over. Some of those might be actual naturally existing depression. Some of it's the fact that just there are a lot of really fucked up things that have occurred that I'm still trying to process. Like, honestly, there's, like, out of every decade of my life, like, honestly, like a couple hundred things I can think of. Been thinking about that, a lot of that stuff lately, just processing it. Especially stuff from 20 plus years ago. But at the end of the day, it's not an issue of holding a grudge or being angry or hateful about stuff. It's more so just understanding stuff. To make a reference to this game, sometimes a second look at certain things from the past. But, yeah, I guess we all have our reasons to not focus on certain things right away, but more, you know, hindsight. I'm just saying. It's important to come to an understanding about things. Lets you feel better about it. Lets you have a more complete view about what was going on in certain circumstances. I think it's the only way to actually move forward. Main point is this. Back to this story, though, is this. The best case scenario in this situation is this. Yes, we should definitely get help to come back to catch whoever killed Rhea, but we should not, you know, I am not Batman. If I were Batman, you know, like there's the Batman who laughs, I'm the Batman who can't ride a bicycle. Okay? I have a terrible sense of balance. And I'm not the greatest coordination. Okay? I'm not Batman. Okay, I'm not gonna go vigilante. Yes, Maria's dead. That's awful. But you know what'd be great? You and I not dying. As I said, I may be depressed about things and upset about certain things, but I've never tried to game end myself, and I never will. I will, however, sometimes lay in bed and listen to nightcore music stuff and cry and stuff, or just listen to ASMR, but that's fine. Or play some video games. But yeah, I agree with this. There's no way we can handle a murderer alone. Stop being the rational one. We're yelling within earshot of the murderer. Lunar. Rhea. Rhea was your friend, wasn't she? How can you be so cold about her death? He's behind me, isn't he? Unless you... Did you? My head. That's this voice again. Lunar, are you okay? It's happening again. What's... Oh, your time travel power. It's for the best. Rhea, we can't leave Rhea. How do you pronounce any of this? Cthulhu, Eldritch, Old Ones speak. Lunar, quick, before you go, just try your hardest to remember this sentence. What? Remember Serena killed the clownfish. Oh, it's like a password to yourself. I was just talking about that. By the way, am I the only one who, since a young age, I made up a password to myself? That way, if a future time travel version of myself... Yes, I was an odd child, I guess. But if like a future time travel version of myself, or a parallel version, or whatever version of me, you know, there'd be a password. I'd have no idea what age. I could have been a teenager. I don't know. I don't remember. All I know is I have a certain password that I've never written down or typed into any computer or said out loud. I just thought it once and then tried my best to not think about it ever again. So, but I remember it. But this is a nice little second password, but not that it matters because this is a public thing. At this point, the only thing this password tells you is that you watched a Lunar D8 video about this game. Serena killed the clownfish. What are you? Just remembered, okay, Time travel, yay. So Serena killed the clown, despairing, lost in the depths of despair. Serena killed the clownfish, and page 44, opening a gate to hell. Neat. We have yet to let the credits fully roll by, but one day you have successfully rejected this ending, sending Lunar to part 2. Let's play another killing game. Yet another killing game. Okay. Can't. Oh, we're back to the shower. Yay, so we're not all the way back to the beginning. Yag! Lunar, what's wrong? Did you have a nightmare? I do have to say, both Rhea and Cecilia, or Cece, are both quite attractive. Lunar, what's wrong? Did you have a nightmare? No, that was no nightmare. Ah, Lunar, wait! Get dressed and come down, hurry! Yeah, she's pretty cute. But my fan service scene, which I enjoy, by the way. Thank you, creator of game. I enjoyed the fan service. Rhea! Oh, Lunar, you startled me. We're going to give you a hug. Though technically I also need to hug Cece because she also died. Again. Rhea, I'm... Huh? Lunar, take a couple deep breaths. It's okay. We're all safe right now. Yeah. Yeah, we're all safe for now. Rhea! Lunar! Pant. I've never gotten dressed so fast. My hair is still soaked. What's the big idea, Lunar? Why all the screaming? Did you travel back in time again? It's like, so did we die again? Yeah, and, did one of us die in front of you? Lunar? No matter what I chose, either of you. Either you or you. It's my fault. It's because I left you alone and... Lunar, we don't have time for you to be falling apart like this. I think a group hug is necessary. I think hugs are very important. Don't remember what those feel like, though. I probably never will again, so... Then again, no one's going to listen this long to the video to hear that. Rhea, that's going a bit too far, don't you think? See what you did? Lunar is all frozen up now. Regardless of whatever happened in the future you came from, the fact is you're here now. Both of us are still alive right now and ready to hear the information you have for us, Lunar. Ooh. Yeah, what she said. We're counting on you, Lunar. So please pull yourself together and tell us everything. It could very well save our lives. I'm sorry. Let me start from the beginning. I see. So whenever one of us chooses to investigate a place alone, we get killed by an unknown assailant. I guess this means the culprit realized we're not playing their killing game anymore. Both the attic and the lounge are places the culprit never expected us to access. There may have been important information that could expose the culprit in both of those places. Like that book behind the trunk, right? What did you say it said? Opening a gate to hell? What else do you remember about that page, Lunar? Not much, I just remember the page title, how it was circled in red ink, and a lot of text and images I couldn't understand. So it was probably a detailed guide to creating a gate to hell, whatever that means. Why does that term send a chill down my spine? You know, there are things out there that I've seen in terms of ritualistic practices that people would do that lets you see spirits, but it only lets you see evil spirits. And it draws the evil spirits to you. It's like saying, if you're in a forest and nothing else in the forest knows you're there, but now you have a spotlight, so you can see what's in the forest, but everything else in the entire forest sees you. But in general, like I said, it's like, when you look at that stuff, it's like, predominantly it lets people see, spiritual beings, but only the evil ones, and it literally draws them to you. Also tends to kill the person or cause severe brain damage. So, also pretty bad negatives. In any case, our next step is clear. The three of us need to stick together and head to the basement. Time for the final boss, huh? Final boss, huh? Think we stand a chance at winning? Do we have weapons? It's too soon to say for sure. We know that it's most likely the father of the family that lived in this house. Considering that we learned about him from the mother's letter, he's likely unstable and violent. Oops. That's nothing me and my knife here can't handle. Have you already forgotten the Lunar watched you die in the attic? Gah. I mean, I probably got distracted reading books. There's no way I can be taken down when I'm 100% focused. Heh. Ah, there's that smile. Yay. Are you feeling better now, Lunar? Yeah, thanks, you too. Why do I want to listen to a compilation of the best of Metallica? Yeah, thanks, you two. I don't know for sure how things will go down to the basement. But, if the worst happens, I can always go back in time, right? Yeah, don't you just love Deus Ex Machina? We can't possibly lose. Let's just hope you won't have to use it too many more times. We'll get through this with all our efforts together, Lunar. Yeah, together. Now then, Cecilia, the door. Oh right, I guess there's no arguing that I won't fit, huh? Aw, my poor wet hair. This is it. If the culprit is in the base, everything will come to a climax. And yet I can't help but wonder about all the remaining mysteries. No, I'm not here to solve mysteries. I'm here to end the killing game. Nothing else matters. We're getting out of here. Alive. So this is it, the door to the basement. It's so dark we can't see anything from here. Are both of you ready? Yeah. Come on, let's go. Puppy. Shaggy. Did the dog? He ran off. Lunar, what are you doing? It's nothing. Sorry, I'm coming. What was all that about? What do you mean B1? Floor, basement. What, are there multiple basements? Guys, I can't see anything. Yes, I think we're well aware of we're all well Yes, I think we're all aware of how dark it is. There's no windows in an underground room after all. If only we still had our phones. A flashlight would be great right now. Maybe there's something like that around here. Wait, my eyes are getting adjusted to the dark. I think there's tools on the wall. Ooh. Oh. And where there are tools, there's... what exactly? A flashlight? If it's anything like my father's space, there should be various household items stored down here. An oil lamp? The odds are high that there will be something that can illuminate this place, even if only slightly. Let me guess, it's going to be a lighter for the gas stove. Something tells me the culprit's not here. If they were here, we definitely would have gotten attacked by now. Oh, guys, I think I found something. A tiny little room. Walls. Touchy touch. Wait, I think this is a breaker panel. Oh, we have electricity for the house? I mean, she did say breaker. A warning would be appreciated for next time. Huh? What's wrong? Lunar? Behind you. There's... Are you dead? Huh. Wow. What is... looks like a dead man sitting. Wait, hang on. Yep, no pulse. Definitely dead. He's dead? Then is the culprit? What's wrong with you two? What's wrong with you two? Well, it's nothing. Lunar, I don't believe that corpse there is the culprit. It's clearly been dead and rotting away for a very long time. If anything, it must have been one of the culprit's first victims. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, what now? Looks like the culprit's nowhere to be found after all. No, there has to be someone here. It's the only explanation for how I couldn't find who killed Rhea in the lounge. Well, when Cecilia and I came and found Rhea dead, yes, the blood's trail did indeed lead down here, but that was after killing Rhea. All we know is that at the time that we entered this room, initially in every timeline, the killer was not in the lounge or downstairs or in the attic at that time. But after we split up, they left whatever other room they were in, probably that other bathroom, and, well, made their choice to go to whoever was by themselves. So you think there's someone hiding around here? Yeah, let's stay on our guard and take a good look around. Rhea? Yes, I agree. There might be something of interest hidden around here. We should take some time looking around, but be careful. It's happening again. They're hiding something from me again. Why? How could they still be keeping secrets from me, even now after everything we've been through? No, that's not important right now. All that matters is that we escape safely, and to do that we need to find the culprit. Alright, let's take a careful look around this place. I should try to get Cece and Rhea to talk to me more too. You, Cecilia, and Oriana have finally pierced the heart of the killing game. Will you be able to find the light before the darkness consumes you? Basements are scary. Stairs that lead up to the lounge. We descended these earlier. Lunar, you're not thinking about running away now, are you? No, of course not. Ooh, true. If you seal the door, you can trap us in a creepy dark basement. We'll bang and scream for help, but none will come. And eventually we'll need to eat the dead guy to survive. Must you always voice your disturbing, disgusting fantasies? I didn't need to picture that either. Oh, relax, Rhea. Even if Lunar tries to hold the door shut, I'm strong enough to kick it down. But don't use any furniture to block it, okay, Lunar? Let's have a fair showdown. I'm not gonna do that. Stairs that lead up to the... I already said I'm not gonna run away. Is it really so wrong to just give the stairs a glance? Well, what's so special about the stairs? You want to give them a second look, huh? Lots of things, like how thick and sturdy they are. Like, don't get me started on this handrail. Luna, this isn't time for comic relief. We are literally moments away from confronting the culprit. Confronting the culprit! Don't let Cecilia's apparent nonchalance trick you into lowering your guard. She's definitely on high alert. I mean, I wasn't. Yeah, Lunar, I'm keeping one hand on my knife at all times. You shouldn't slack off. She was literally getting scolded a moment ago. Now she's suddenly the favorite child? The corpse is sitting on a cheap wooden chair, which is written in red orange for some reason. Lunar, what's up? Uh-oh, maybe what's down? Is there something under the chair? No, I'm just wondering about why the corpse is sitting in this. True, you'd think that it'd be laid out on the table over there, ready to be probed or cut open. I mean, why isn't it just falling out of the chair? Like, shouldn't gravity have done a thing? Exactly, even that would be more plausible. Are you not going to make a retort? There is enough blood around this chair to suggest he was murdered while sitting here, which can only mean he was intentionally seated on this chair after being killed somewhere else. Ooh, wow, you really cut out for detective work, Lunar. Look at you, sniffing under a dead body's butt for clues. Are you trying to flatter me or not? This is a corpse. The smell is indescribably horrible. I wouldn't touch if I were you, Lunar. Dead bodies have tons of harmful bacteria. Oh, and you could get cursed too, of course. Thinking about the photos in the lounge, his build resembles the father of the house. But with all those bandages around his face, we can't know for sure if it's really him. I wonder why anyone would bandage his face like that. Mummification, obviously. What else could it be? If it really was mummification, his whole body would be bandaged, not seated up like this. Fair point, he's also wearing pretty fancy clothes. So maybe he's a corpse stolen from a funeral? Wait, Rhea, his clothes. Are these the same size as the clothes in the master bedroom? They do look about the same size, yes. Then this has to be. Lunar, this is all still conjecture. We can't jump to that conclusion. But who else could this possibly... He's dead, Lunar. Okay. Whoever this man is, he's dead. If he's the father of the house, if he's the mastermind of the killing game, then the three of us are really all alone in here. There's no way out of having one of us die. Oh. I didn't even think of that. So please, let's not jump to conclusions. Let's try to understand everything first. You're right, Rhea, I'm sorry. Let's finish looking around. Mysterious corpse. I still think it's the father of the house, but if that's true, then who is the mastermind of the killing game? This person's clearly been dead for a long time. A can of beans! There's a metal barrel of something on this shelf. Wait, the smell. There's a ton of blood in this barrel. Wait, what's with that face, Lunar? You look grossed out by something. Nothing, everything's fine. Okay then. I hate to see either of their reactions to a barrel of blood from God knows where. One thing, they're properly labeled containers or blood transfusions, but sometimes all this blood is collected through non-medical means. Ah, another door and another door. A small stack of books. Let's see here. Looks like the first one is about standardized dissection protocols, and the other one, prosthetic limbs, like replacing missing arms and legs with artificial ones. It appears you notice how strange that pairing of books is as well, Lunar. Yeah, it looks like one is about how to work with dead people and creatures, the other is about restoring motor functionality. Why would you ever think about both methods at the same time? Well, I mean... kind of concerned about the seated one. Wait, no. We've got to be overthinking this. There's a table in the middle of this room. Wait, is this blood? It's all dry, though. It's like something out of a slasher film, huh, Lunar? I wouldn't know. I've never seen. I don't like the way I'm not flinching to blood anymore. Anyway, let's take a closer look. Blood-covered tools, some books. What's this book over here about? Lunar, what you look... Got it. You're out. Don't go throw books around, Lunar. Sorry, Hey, what's this book about? Ooh, this is good. Can you please not laugh like that while reading about live human dismemberment? Look, Lunar, they even have photographs of what it looks like when you... Get that away from me. Will you two stop fooling around and take this seriously? Sorry, Mom. Wait, you two? Why did I get included in that scolding? Yeah, me too. No, seriously, look at this hammer. This is a hammer, right? At what point would you use a hammer in the process of cutting a person apart? I'm not having this conversation with you. There's a spider web in the handrail. I guess that's a classic spooky touch, but I don't see the spider. Huh? What about a spider? I'm just thinking about how there's a web here, but there's no spider waiting on it. I guess it went off somewhere else after it couldn't catch anything. You know what they say, sometimes you gotta cast your line in another part of the sea. Sure, there's wisdom in being patient, staying put, but why not be one with the fish and wander the vast ocean that is life? Yeah, it makes sense. Lunar, now is not the time to be distracted by fishing or life metaphors related to fishing. We were talking about spiders, though. A large object covered in a white sheet looks really suspicious. Let's take a look. Ah! Whoa, Lunar, what gives? Under the sheet, another dead body. Organs, visible. Oh, Lunar. This is an anatomical model. It's all made of plastic. But what? Why would anyone make something so disgusting? Anatomical models are used for educational purposes in medicine and biology. They're meant to be realistic so people can learn where individual organs are. But you know, Ria, I don't think Lunar's wrong to be spooked by this. After all, an anatomical model can be used to teach people where to stab to get the most amount of blood spray. What? Really? Lunar is literally on the floor shaking, and you insist on making things even more grotesque. Teehee? Tisk. Lunar, get on your feet already. There are some people that are good at fighting where they'll know exactly where to hit somebody in a kidney or liver or stomach a certain way. But I really let my dart down there. Come on, you're better than this. Let's see. What? Lunar, you went. That was not cool, CC. That was not cool, CC. You know what? Forget it. Whatever's under there probably isn't worth getting my heart assaulted again. Get jump scared by Cecilia yet again in the basement. There's a big cardboard box here on the shelf. The top is open. Let's see what's in here. Lunar, did you find something particularly interesting? Even you're shocked? This is horrible. Rhea, look! Wait, don't! A box filled with severed fingers. Oh, why are you? Put that box down this instant. Wow, Lunar, those are not toys, CC. I wanted to stack them in a tower and play Jenga with them. Are you not allowed to say the word Jenga? Is it like some sort of copyright infringement thing? Like, oh, you can't say the word Jenga? What, we can't say checkers or chess or shogi or mahjong next? This is a new low even for you, Cecilia. Though it does remind me, I know in Higurashi, in the after stories, sometimes he'll reference games like Toho, and there's like letters missing. But most of them I may be able to like guess what it is. But in all seriousness, I wonder why it's just fingers in that box and nothing else. I don't know and I don't want to know. Just don't go near this box again. And we're going near the box because we had to double check everything. No fair, you can't ban me from going near the box and then start playing with it yourself. I will never play with this box. No sane person would. I resent the implication that I'm not sane. You literally aren't. Look, I know where the line is. I was just trying to reduce the tension here. I mean, we have to investigate a dimly lit room covered in bloodstains and occupied rotting corpse. The sooner we embrace the grossness of the situation, the calmer it will be for whatever jumps at us next. You can justify yourself all you want. We're still not letting you play with fingers. Darn. Okay. A small puddle of dried blood on the floor. I wonder how long this has been here. I hate to imagine just how many people have spilled blood here. You think multiple people were bled here? Look carefully at the spots on the floor litter. Haven't you noticed they have different colorations? There are signs that some of them were stepped on and rubbed slightly before new blood fell on top of them. I think it's safe to say that many people were wounded here regularly over time. Ugh. Look at you, Rhea, being all residential bloodstain expert. I knew you were the occult club material. I'm examining this logically. I'm not as perverted about blood as certain blue gremlin. Wow, gremlin, that's a new one. Anyway, I should keep Rhea's deduction in mind while we keep looking around. Too little blood. Just what was going on in this basement? Huh? What's up, Lunar? You look like you have something to say to ask me. Any ideas? I just want to hear your thoughts of the room. Like, is there anything that interests you? He? Are you sure you want to know? Why are you saying it like that? Well, this is just a theory I came up from looking at things around here, but I think we're looking for here is a secret lab researching human reanimation. But what? That's not possible, right? Oh, definitely not. Humans are dead after about 7 minutes. But you know, the story about the doctor stitching together a bunch of human parts and bringing a monster to life, Frankenstein? That things were looked so far to give you a sense. Anyone try to do that, but for real? But why? What purpose would that serve? How should I know? Probably just to see if they could. Yeah, there's always that argument when it comes to reanimating a human. Is like, 1, brain tissue tends to die pretty quickly. 2, the human body itself tends to go rigor mortis pretty soon. Blood also coagulates. But more importantly, there's also the concern of, well, what's everyone's thoughts on the human soul? But Lunar, the real question we should be asking is if they succeeded or not. Surprised Pikachu face. Again, this is just a theory. Don't pay it any mind if it freaks you out. You know what? I'll do just that. There's no way any number of human pieces can make a new living person. Do you need something, Lunar? Any ideas? Just wondering if you found anything interesting. It has certainly been a challenge to find good clues of a certain freak running around. Alright, you have a point. She's acting like we're in a haunted house attraction. But from what I can recall, she's typically like this during investigations. I guess this is the first time I've ever checked a room with both of them present. I'm impressed you were able to learn so much from those times. Didn't she constantly go on strange tangents? Oh, for sure she did. But sometimes they were helpful. Like, I'm pretty sure I would have got nothing out of the attic more to CC's wealth of the occult knowledge. And you didn't find that suspicious at all? Huh? Never mind, in any case. There isn't much left to look at, but I have a feeling that whatever happened here isn't related to our situation. Now that you said that, I kind of think so too. But still, what could have happened here? That's the room where CC found the breaker panel, right? It appears so. Well, it's more of a nook than a room. That is kind of a small entryway. I have to duck to not hit my head. Oh, I guess CC didn't hit her head because she's... Lunar, you don't have to voice every thought you have. You really need to get over that complex of yours. Lunar was describing an advantage to being short. I don't want to hear that from someone who's 170 and wears heeled boots. Must be centimeters. By the way, guys, I am 180 centimeters. I'm also 201 pounds. I seem to be staying that weight. I don't remember what that converts into kilograms. 180 centimeters is 5 foot 11 inches. But yeah, I'm 180. I will say this, I would definitely date both Cecilia and Ria, but I'd be a little bit off-put by a few tendencies of CC's. But as far as heights, honestly, I really don't care. The person could be the same height as me, shorter or taller. I don't care. Anyways, I don't see anything in this nook besides the breaker panel. Well, only thing left. What does this door lead to? It is locked. Great. More locked doors. And there's no pet door this time. But looking at this knob, this definitely uses a key to lock up. Oh, that's my phone ringing in the distance and being ignored. It's all the way over there. But looking at the knob, this definitely uses a key to lock up. None of the keys we already have can open this, but this is our first time in this basement. Maybe the key is around here somewhere. Yeah, let's keep an eye out for it. Alright, it's pretty much dark in here, but I think I've checked everything. We should end our investigation and discuss our findings. Reach 100% investigation in the basement. Should I end the investigation and talk to everyone? End the investigation. Yeah, I think this is about all we're going to find. So that's everything then. I think it's safe to say that the only place the culprit could be hiding is the room behind the locked door. Again, with locked doors. We searched the whole house pretty thoroughly though, now. And there aren't any more mysterious keys. So does that mean they're just like in that door right here listening to us talk? That means the key has to be somewhere around here. Let's check the floor a bit more carefully. Keys are so easy to miss though. I mean, why wouldn't he just have the key in the... Keys are so easy to miss though. It's so dark that even if we keep our eyes glued to the floor, I don't think... Ack. Hey? Cece? Hey, snap out of it. Tisk, she's knocked out. Looks like she tripped and hit her head on the foot of whatever this is. She's actually pretty clumsy, huh? There's something here. Lunar, take this blue dwarf off my hands. But right. Cece's unconscious. When she's asleep, she sort of looks like an angel. I'll just lean her against the table behind us here, right here. Lunar, take a look. What's... Oh. Is there a trap door in the floor? Well, what is this? A secret hatch, and if we look inside, you can see it goes underground. This is a major find. Why do we have a basement in our basement? There are two possibilities here, Lunar. This could be a secret alternative escape route out of this house, or it could be where the true culprit is hiding, ready to ambush us the second we jump in. That's... I know, it's a big gamble. But we can't exactly ignore it, now can we? Definitely not. Either way, it's progress, at least. Looks like the darkness down there is advanced darkness? Though? I'm squinting as hard as I can, but all I can see is the ground is close enough that we can jump in, but nothing else. Okay, that's a problem. If we can jump in, then does that mean it's a one-way trip? Will we physically be capable of getting back out? No choice then. One of us will have to go in and see what happens. One of us. So who will be Lunar? I don't mind jumping in. You're letting me decide? Why? No particular reason. Flip a coin if you need to. Just hurry up and make a choice. There's that uneasy feeling again. But why? It's just jumping into a hatch. I have my time travel power. Maybe there's no point in thinking too much about it. Okay. This time, who should jump in? How would we have Cece jump in? She's unconscious! Save state. Okay, Morty. Jump in the fear hole. I'll jump in. If you're sure, then go for it. I think I saw her sigh in relief just now. Be careful, okay? Yeah, I'll check it out really quick and come right back up. Okay, deep breaths. The ground is right there, after all. Just focus on landing safe. I'd probably break my fucking ankle. Here goes. Okay, here goes. Did I die? Why is it fucking hell? You know, I feel like this is not up to building codes. Okay, I'm on fire. For flames? What? Just... Lunar! I'm on fire. This sucks. I don't like being on fire. Being on fire is uncomfortable. No. Well, I mean, at least you didn't jump in the hole. No. Can you, like, grab my arm and pull me out afterward? Can we, like, find aloe? I'm having a seizure. Well, we're dead. I am now overcooked. I can't see. The flames. Bright red. My body's burning? The pain. It's unbearable. Everything hurts. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. You know, I feel like any entity that would make a being exist in this sort of state, that is not remotely justifiable. God, I'm begging you, please. I remember. My name is... Is it really Lunar, though? My true name is... I was expecting to... Can I go back? I couldn't think of anything better. Remember your own true name. You see user your name. Achievement line. I'm dead. That sucks. I should be dead already. I died. I didn't want to die. But I definitely did, long before any of this. Why? Why am I here? What even is this place? Why was I brought here? To pain every part of my body. Make it stop. Please make it stop. You, what are you? Rhea? You tricked us. Lunar is... Rhea's talking to... someone. Oh, so the mystery culprit is... Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Time travel! Okay. Light ending. Ashton witnessed the light ending. Okay. Well, that sucks. I have to go to sleep, but I would like to try to play this just a tiny bit longer. You guys read what that read? Are you enjoying the killing game? So that's the first time it said that. No. I feel it again like I've already investigated this room before. That means somebody dies again and I turned back time. It's not fully clear yet, but maybe we should save some time and discuss what I can remember. Hey guys, I remember some things about this basement. So that's everything then. I think it's safe to say that the only place the culprit could be hiding is in the room behind the locked door. Again, with the locked doors. Hey, CC. What this? Oh, I thought we were gonna get a choice of choosing our name again. They're like, nope, I really am Lunar. Nope, okay. Thought I was getting a choice there. Okay, nope, okay. Are you enjoying the killing game? Yeah, it's a good game. I enjoyed it. I also like that the characters that you drew were all very pretty. Lunar then discussed that he would fuck every character in this game. All three of them. Cecilia, Oriata, and our nameless character. Okay, we're gonna wake Cecilia up by throwing her in. CC, you probably have the best luck down there. Lunar, have you forgotten that she's knocked out right now? Oh, right. I guess she can't exactly jump in while unconscious. Huh? Wonder why I thought that was an option then. Alright, let's try this again. Who should jump in? Stubbornness. CC, you probably have the best. We'll try it one more time. Okay, didn't work on the third try. Have Rhea jump in. Could you jump in, Rhea? Do you know what's down there? Rhea? Yes, I can do that, no problem. She's afraid, isn't she? Okay, never mind, you don't have to. I said I can do it, just give me a moment to mentally prepare. I kind of feel bad now. Deep inhale. Phew. Humph. Okay. Nothing happened. You okay down there, Rhea? Yes, I'm fine. I seem to have stepped on something, though. A Lego? From the way it feels, I think it's a key. A key? Oh, that might be the key to the locked door up here. I think so, too. Wait. Let me check this place a bit more first. It feels like I can walk down this path a little. I just can't see anything. Be careful, Rhea. What is this? A wall? It doesn't seem like this path leads outside after all. Seems like the culprit isn't hiding down there either, huh? Okay, come on back. Did I get stabbed? That's inconvenient. Death is very inconvenient. It's like, Lunar, you're downplaying this. Well, it makes me feel better, okay? I don't make fun of your coping mechanisms. So what? I have some dark humor. What? Lunar, what happened? I probably was stabbed. I'm bleeding internally. I need my organs to live. Someone stabbed me in the back. I feel weak. This is... We're going to have to remind Cece not to trip and fall and hit her head. After all that talk about staying on our guard, I'm the one who messed up. Lunar, answer me. Weird, though. It's burning hot on my back, and I can feel my consciousness fading, but getting stabbed doesn't hurt as much as I thought it would. That's because, there's sometimes like you won't feel pain because of adrenaline, but other times it's because, you're kind of dying. You need nervous signals to do pain registering. It's kind of like if you get a third-degree burn, you usually don't feel pain from that just because the nerves themselves that would tell you that you're hurt are burnt, so they don't work anymore. Wait, this is good? If I die, the other two can escape through the front door. Yeah, why didn't I consider this as an option before? Now the killing games can finally end. Heh. I wonder who stabbed me, though. My head, No, just leave things like this. Let me die. Just let me die already. No, I can't escape. Don't do it. Don't send me back. I want out. Let it all end, please. Like, seriously, how do you pronounce this? I don't know, probably best we don't know how to pronounce that. I feel like we'd probably summon Cthulhu. You think he'd bring Pepsi? Again. Not a good joke. Witness the darkness ending. Sex was rejected. There's no escaping the killing game. Okay. Are we back to the shower or what? Oh, we're back here again. Yay. Huh. Well, maybe I'll have my guard up this time. Did actually... Okay. It worked this time. Let's have Cece jump in. Huh? What do you mean? Cecilia is... I have a strong feeling that she'll wake up in a couple of seconds. What is this angry face? Did Cecilia stab us? I have a strong feeling that she'll wake up in a couple of seconds. Are you saying she faked? Huh? What do you mean? Cecilia is... Or maybe she's already awake. Did you travel through time again? Yeah, more than once. No matter which one of us two jumps into the hatch, it all ends badly. We'd be better off waiting until Cece's awake. What's wrong? It's just, now that you've said that, I have an uneasy feeling about going into that hatch too. But didn't you say it could be an escape route? I did, but at the same time I felt something strange. Maybe if... Lunar, may I ask what happens if I jump in? I mean, I might as well. You find a key down there, but someone stabs my back and kills me. That's Oh, I understand why you want to wait now. And what happens if you jump in? I burst into fire. Can I say it? Lunar, your face gives it all away, you know? I get killed again, don't I? Well, wait. What? Wait. What? That's... Again, there's no point trying to hide it. Looking at this hatch, it brings me a mysterious sense of foreboding. As though this hatch will be the last thing I look at before my life comes to an end. Wait. Does that mean... Do you remember getting killed here? Ria? That's strange. As soon as you said that, that foreboding feeling suddenly vanished. What? How? No, it's no use. I'm sorry. I don't think there's anything more I can say about it. Oh, okay then. What could Ria's feelings mean? I mean, I never saw her die here. She can't possibly remember that unless... No. No. I'm the only time traveler here, right? Maybe we're just the most proficient one? Maybe they're kind of time traveling? They just have even worse memory about it than me? Oh, you were right. She's waking up. Just 5 more minutes, Mom. Wake the fuck up! Bwah! If you're well enough to babble like that, then get up already. Even my own mother's never hit me. What's up? You guys look kind of tense and sweaty. Guess. Wait, what did you do while I was knocked out? No way. Did you raise the age rating of this gay? Lunar thinks you should jump into that hole there. What, Lunar? How could you? I thought that what we had was special. Get in the hole. Everyone's like, that's horrible. Again, dark humor. Let me deal with things in the way that I can. I don't make fun of your coping mechanisms. Okay, settle down and let me explain from the beginning. I see, and that's why you waited for me to wake up. Yeah. And to be clear, no clues were removed by any... Woman-on-woman violence! Enough with the tired gags and jump into that hole already. Wait, I do have a serious suggestion to give here. So from the sound of things, whoever does not jump into the hatch gets killed by something, right? Jumping into the hatch kills me too, but no, I'll tell them about that later. Then what we gotta do is have me stay up here, stand guard while one of you two jump in. Huh? I mean, if you're getting jumped by the culprit hiding somewhere around here, I'm the best chance you have at surviving, right? Tisk, I can't refute your logic. Unless you're the one stabbing me. Score 1 for CC. Finally, I'm gonna push you in the fucking hole. So, which of you is gonna stay up here with me? I'll stay up here. Lunar? Ooh, what an eager beaver you are, Lunar. Yeah. I'm not too good with dark places. Ria's leering daggers at me, but it's better than burning to death again. So sorry, Ria, I guess. I mean, you said you were fine with jumping in before, right? It's settled then. Right this way, my lady. Watch your step, or you know. Don't. Sorry, Ria. Come on. Enough stalling. Down you go, Ria. Don't push me! Yep, she's still shooting me daggers. Be careful, Ria. Sigh, I hope you get stabbed a little anyway. Huh? What did you say? Here goes. Whoa. Okay. Nothing happened. Ria, are you okay? Ow! Sounds like she didn't stick the landing. She should have hopped down a little more carefully. So, Lunar, guess it's just you and me now. Yeah. Cece. Ooh. You look really worked up and excited right now, Lunar. Are you thinking about what happened earlier in the bedroom? I don't think she's going to try anything funny. You have your knife on hand, right? Yep, all the better protect you with, my dear. Good, that's a relief. Little Red Riding Hood reference there. Seriously, are you okay, Lunar? You don't have to be so on guard. I said I'd protect you, didn't I? She says all that, but I bet the moment I show my back to her. Rhea, everything going okay down there? That's exactly like how you described it. There's a key here, but I don't think there's a passage that leads anywhere. All right, hurry up and come back. I'll give you a hand. You'll need to turn around if you want to help her up, you know. Right, I'll just... Wait, Cece, you're pretty strong. Why don't you help her up? And I'll keep watch for a moment. Sure. You're acting really strange right now, Lunar, and that's coming from me. Ahem, so here's the key. It's a little heavier than it looks. Wonder why the key was right under the hatch and not hidden further down the passageway. Perhaps the culprit was in a rush and threw it in before covering up the hatch. But we still haven't found the culprit. Wouldn't the safest way to hide the key be just to carry it around? Eek! Okay. Something happened here. What just... Cece, you. Lunar, snap out of it. Open your eyes. Huh? Well. That's not good. What the? That's the corpse in the chair. He's moving? He's armed with actually a very, very large knife. For a rotting zombie, he sure is packing a lot of muscle. He's using a knife? Wait, could it be? The one who stabbed me in the back was... Lunar, get up already. Rhea got cut. You need to help her up and run. What? Rhea? Her arm. It got cut really deep. Rhea, give me your good arm. Hurry. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll have Rhea leaning my shoulder. Cece's still fighting off that zombie thing. I need to find an escape route. Locked room it is. If we go into that room, we can lock the zombie out. What about Cece? Where's the... Right, I still have the key in my hand. Cece, this way. Hold the door. Lock it. The library. Gasp. Oh boy, that was something, huh? He's trying to break in. Oh no, he doesn't. Wait, Lunar, hold this door for me. I'll drag the dresser over to block it off. Alright. Do zombies get tired? Do zombies drink Gatorade? Grr. We got it. Yeah, he's still panning away though. How's Rhea doing? She's gone completely pale. We need to stop the bleeding. There might be something around here, Lunar. Go and take a look around. Right, okay, this is I think it's a library. Wait, what's that? That's A zombie is trying to kill you. Cecilia is holding the door up, and Oriana is. Hurry and find something in this room to stop Oriana from bleeding out. Kya! Zombies! Now, all I have to say to you guys is, I hope I'm not actually under a time limit restraint here. Or I will feel, well, less stressed about it because I have a save. Don't be a time limit. This is... I have a very bad feeling about it. Look under the sheet. Okay, deep breath. This is the daughter from the photos. Her hands are clasped together over her chest. She looks at peace. No, this isn't the time for mourning. I need to keep looking for something to wrap Maria's wound. Huh, is this some kind of doll? It was probably part of some occult ritual, or maybe it's just for decoration. Wait, this will definitely not be useful. Come on, Illumizodic focus. I don't know, I feel like I should have kept the name as Lunar. What is this, a lantern? It's kind of fancy. Maybe this was used for some sort of ritual. Or either way, this won't be helpful to us right now. A glass cabinet. There's a bunch of cabinets straight behind the glass. Yeah, it's dark, but I don't see anything that looks like a plug a wound. This is a lot of books. Archaeology, history, physics, philosophy, geography. It's a much wider range of topics compared to the attic. Heck, now's not the time to skim through book titles. I need help, Ria. A bottle of red liquid. This is blood, isn't it? Yep, blood of course. Why is it in a bottle on the floor like this? What the hell was happening in this room? What is a demon? No, it's a goat head. Why would anyone put something like that up high on a wall? No time to think. I need to keep looking. A study chair that matches with the desk. It's made of thick material. I don't know if it works as well as a bandage, even if we cut it. Come on, there's gotta be something around here. The carpet? A fancy rug. Wait, maybe. No, this is too thick to cut. Makeshift bandage even with the Cece's knife. Gotta keep looking. A cluttered desk, stacks of books, candles, red vials. Wait, it looks like one of these books is filled to the cover in handwriting. Someone's journal, maybe. No, I should check for bandages or some type of cloth to Ria's wound. Go through the drawers. Some pens, empty envelopes, a letter opener. No, nothing that can plug a bleeding wound. I better look somewhere else and fast. I notice the background's getting darker. Is this one of the things where if I fill up the progress bar, it's bad? That being said, I have actually looked at everything over here. A strange box. No, it's more like a chest. It's unlocked. Maybe there's something in here? Let's see. An old baseball, a notebook, and a stained rag. The baseball won't be of any use. Bring back the rag. I mean, it's something. What is it? It's still wet with blood. How is this not dry at all? Hasn't this room been sealed off for... there's no time to think of what this means. In any case, we can't use this for a wound. It'll definitely get infected. A bottle of... Wait, this isn't a beverage, it's sand. As much as I wonder why a bottle of sand would be in a library, now is really not the time. I need something that will stop Ria from bleeding out. Something's under the desk. A chest? No, it looks more like a storage box. It's not locked. Let's take a look. Come on, come on. There's only a folder, a book, a smashed clock in here. The clock won't be any help to us. Okay, so fancy paper, fancy writing, university, doctor of, or what is this word? I guess the certifications of some kind. Why am I wasting time like this? A metal waste bin with white. There's got something like tissues in there, right? Honestly, let's be clear. What should we have done? Our hoodie. Just take off our fucking hoodie or even our shirt. Use that as a bandage. It's empty. Damn it. Why is this happening? No, I can't panic here. I need to do everything I can. There's nothing. Cece's not going to be able to hold the door much longer, and I need to end my investigation now. Reach 100% investigation in the library. Well, I mean, if... Read the book. Handwriting. Boy continues to earnestly deny any wrongdoing. No matter what I do to him, he refuses to admit his guilt, and yet he has the nerve to weep for me. To weep to me. I suppose he must block the truth from his memories. How convenient it must be to be capable of doing so. But I will never forget what I saw, and I cannot accept it as the truth, no matter how much it haunts me. It must be a mistake, an illusion by the devil, an attack of the mind to trigger an endless spiral into madness. But I will hold fast to, at the very least, I will have my own sanity. I still have my own sanity, and I will use every ounce of my intellect and assets to deny the devil. Yeah, keep reading. January 17th, the experiment was a failure. I suppose the body of such a small dog can only do so much as a proxy for a human body, but I can't allow myself to use a human body, not when I only have one available to me. My fight is with the devil. It would be meaningless if I were to make use of his tools. I'm certain the dog understood the mission we shared. I will not let this end in vain. They found out about the dog. It was the last straw for them. If only they could have held on to faith just a little longer. I can feel it. I am days away from a breakthrough. I just need a catalyst, something to speed up the ritual before the blood can dry. My supplies are running thin. I need more, but my contacts are beginning to ask questions. I had to pay double for their silence, and now I only have a little bit to my name. But what good is a fortune when it can't get me what I want? All I really want. Why won't it work? Curse these records. They've only served to derail me from the correct path. My time is running out. I can't fully stop the corpse from deteriorating, and if the brain's crucial nodes lose. No, even if they do, I'll still find it. Something more, some method that will bring her back to me. I feel like I'm going to come out of this and Cece, Oriana, and the corpse are just going to be sitting there like, we've just been waiting here, man. I'm not hearing the thumping anymore. As I stared at the reflection of my wilting form, I realized it. This body, it only stands in my way. Of course, the solution was in front of me all along. I need mobility if I am to properly navigate the other realm. But of course, there's no point to this if I'm not around to finish the task. I need to exist. I must exist. There are precedents. I've read them before, but I need absolute certainty this will work. I need to test this, but in order to do so, I must commit the ultimate sin. There will be no turning back, but I have no other option. The records ends here. Did I already read the folder? Yes, I did. Read the book. Journal. Failed again. I believe I finally found a solution. Two realms finally contradictory to each other. They cannot exist in the same space. I must make a third realm of space where neither concepts exist, but can still accept and host them with enough stability for retrieval. This will require significant preparation, but I am starting to run low on supplies again. But as I write this, I realize now, the trespassers, perhaps I can use them to solve my supply problems. October 15th. I've done it. I finally succeeded. By simply adding more to the seals of this house, it is now a severed space. Of course, this means I have only days left before my own being falls apart. I must proceed to the next phase of the plan with utmost haste. After so many failures, I believe I am now mere moments away from the breakthrough I've been seeking. I was prepared to sacrifice everything, even my own sanity, but I may just maintain myself after all. After all, I am able to chuckle at how I continue to write this record when no one will ever be able to read it. Keep reading. Aaron, Penelope, Esther, Yuri, Wesley, Samantha, my dear friends whose sacrifices will not be in vain. To my future self, if you read this at all, then rejoice. The plan worked. You are no longer bound to the rules of the living realm. Carry on to the final phase of the plan and bring her back. You remember who your angel is, don't you? November 11th. I failed. Lots of failing. Lots and lots of failing. Lots of failing. Are we dead? No, this isn't over yet. It's faint, but I can still feel it, the pulses of her soul. The dog. I cannot kill the dog. I need a young girl. I need a healthy... Not sure. Not sure what that word would be. Girl to die for me. Or that word. I must get out. But the seals I... Get me out. Get me out. I will not be stopped here. I will not be stopped. Erase it. Erase it all. I want to be free. Kill me. Keep reading. The rest has been torn out. Read to the end of the third journal of the library. Read the book. I was naive. Each corpse would naturally have peculiarities. The books are primarily theoretical and offer me no guidelines in terms of evaluating success. What must I do to get their motor nerves reconnected? Neurobiology is far from my specialty, but I will do whatever is necessary for my objectives. I have already chosen this path. I must walk it to the end. While there are still unexplored methods, I fear it is impossible. Death is the law of the living world, and brain death is its cold, logical guardian. There's no way to navigate around the fact that as long as I am bound to my current understanding of the world around me, chaos magic offered an intriguing possibility, but I need something more resolute, something more fixed and true. I must continue by any means possible, but my contacts are beginning to grow wary. My reputation continues to worsen. Replenishing supplies has proven to be much more difficult as of late, but I suppose this was an inevitability. Fortunately, I managed to return from an expedition to the Northern Isles with the artifacts safely in my possession. They are likely keen to seek me out and reclaim them. I will need to set up some defensive measures in this house. My fortune runs thin. This will be my last chance in bridging the two realms. I cannot afford any more trespassers ruining my experiments. I must abandon any mercy left in my heart. The record ends here. Cece, I'm coming to help. Yeah, I would appreciate the break. Oh, he's still pounding my Rika's still bleeding. After all the looking around, I couldn't find anything we could use as a bandage. Hey, Lunar, don't worry, I got it covered. Well, what do you think? Huh? Yeah. You got her wound all wrapped up with that cloth. Wait, where did you get that? Over there in that corner, you know, where the dead little girl is? I guess cut out a little bit of the sheet's corner. Can't believe you missed something so obvious. Come on, were you really even trying? That sheet was obviously a burial shroud. Oh, psh. What's a dead girl gonna do, rise from the dead and try to kill us? We are literally being attacked by a zombie. Why do you think we're trapped here in the first place? Stop yelling. Ria's finally starting to settle down. She's right. I think she's just sleeping now. Huh? Wait, I think the zombie finally let up? Yeah, I don't think it's pounding anymore. Let's wait for a little while just to be safe. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any other way out of this room. But what if it's just waiting for us to open the door ourselves? Lunar, I can tell what you're thinking. Huh? That thing's definitely a mindless zombie. I don't think it's capable of advanced plans like that. But it was using a knife. Could a mindless zombie really do that? A lot was happening earlier, so I can't blame you for missing this. But while we were fighting, I cut him a couple times with my knife, some stabs too, but he didn't even flinch. That's impossible. Exactly, that thing isn't human. It's gotta be some kind of science experiment gone wrong, or an android designed for combat or security. Or maybe it's some kind of demon summoned from hell. Aren't you going to gush about it then? It's the occult, but for real. Normally I would, but I don't think you have the energy to retort right now. So you don't care about the occult, you care about my retort. Come on, sit down next to me, Lunar. Take a breather. I'll sit, but I don't know how much I can. Crap, I'm so sleepy. I've been time traveling too much again. My return by death is killing me. Return by death, a really shitty power. Oh, Lunar, you're awake. What happened? Cece, where are... Oh yeah, the library. There's no sign of the zombie anywhere, but maybe we should wait until you're rested up before we move out. How's Ria? Okay. Aren't you going to go to sleep? I'm fine. It's best if one of us stays awake to keep watch. I mean, true. And Ria's completely knocked out on your shoulder there. Ria? Oh, it's true. How did I not notice her head on my shoulder? I'm guessing you're also tired from time traveling a ton. Huh? Remember, you were out cold almost right after this whole thing started. The killing game starts, you suddenly say you're a time traveler, and ask a bunch of questions, then nighty-night. Right. That feels like such a long time ago, but for her, it's only been a few hours. Don't worry, just get some shut-eye. I'll look out for the both of you, I promise. I'm sorry. Huh? For what? I was suspicious of you. When Ria jumped to the hatch and I got stabbed in the back, I thought it was you. Oh, you're talking about before you time traveled. I'm not sure I fully get what you're saying. I mean, there were definitely many, many times I tried to kill you and Ria, weren't there? No. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about here in the basement. Each time the three of us would come down here, each time we'd promise each other we'd escape this place together. But the moment I saw the hatch, I suddenly remembered everything. Every time something went horribly wrong near the hatch, like if I jumped in, I would get swallowed up in flames and Ria would confront someone for tricking us. Huh? Flames? But if Ria jumped in, I would get stabbed in the back. I didn't know the corpse could move yet, so I thought maybe that I was betraying you and Ria, right? For what it's worth, I don't think you are wrong to suspect me. You know how I am, as well as what I've done in alternate futures. And also, there's no way anyone could have expected the corpse would stand up and try to kill us. Even so, I should have trusted you. You risked your life to save us from that thing, so thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know how to respond to something like that. You're welcome. No, seriously, I can't. I don't know how to handle a situation like this. It's fine, I just needed to say that. Okay, good. I heard you loud and clear, haha. You can go ahead and get some sleep now again. I can keep watch. Yeah. It might be good to get some rest. Unless, do I want to talk with Cece a little longer? I have to go to bed. Real life Lunar is very sleepy, and several hours past bedtime. That's why I own several alarm clocks for. So, enjoy this really long video that I will try to upload and then pass out. And then go to work. Bye.